Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding. Service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding.
All right, let's see if this works now.
Check. All right, so Wildcats on offense here. Again, welcome back to Cashion Wildcats TV. In the shotgun will be Ethan Wassel, the sophomore. Came back left, came back. Here he goes in motion. Jet sweep handoff actually will be a fumble. They're going to call it incomplete on the drop pass. Correct call there by the officials. Do we have any audio or not?
Yes, we do.
We do? Are we live?
We are.
Okay.
We are good.
God bless you all. All right, well, welcome back. First quarter action, Wildcats did receive out of bound a kickoff touchback in the end zone. The Wildcats will take over at the 20-yard line. Jet sweep intended for number 30.
Which that's Rival Fields. I think he's
Rival Fields,
yep.
Okay. So he switched to 30. We certainly get that going. So it'll be 2-by-1 for the Wildcats. Waswo in shotgun, the sophomore. In motion will be Westerhoff. That'll be a deep snap. Waswo will keep, roll to his left. He's got a couple lanes. He's going to find a slew of black shirts on the Rejoice Christian Eagles. Tough sledding here for the Cashion offense thus far. It'll set up third down and long here, 11:48. Chris, let's catch our breath here, but certainly not a good start here for the young Wildcats.
Yeah, just that first play, we saw that jet sweep in the scrimmage,
yeah.
And it was kind of had the same result. Throw it up there, just a 2-yard pass, and the young kids, inexperienced, can't make the catch and go get some yardage. There, you just had a bad snap, and Tommy Branson, he's a senior, but this is the first year he's been playing center.
Well, it's Caden Seeley at center.
No, I'm pretty sure. Is it?
Yeah, it's Seeley. Yeah, yes.
Center? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be another keeper for Waswo. He'll go left side. He takes a linebacker and a corner on. It'll be Cale Marley with the tackle there for, I'd say, minimum gain in about 6 inches. And so for that, Wildcats will go 3 and out with a quick punt here. Let's see what the Wildcats will do here as Coach Shack will send in his team. It was 2 straight keepers there for the sophomore quarterback, Ethan Waswo. Back deep looks like is number 59. We'll get maybe 57. Is that Kyle Ware? We'll get it straight by the end of the season. I promise you guys. It's game one.
Is Benson Watson.
Okay. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Benson Waltman. Kick is up. It's going to be end over end. It'll be caught by Marley. And unfortunately, he's going to catch it at the 45. He's got a huge lane. He's going to cut back inside. The junior breaks 2 tackles and falls all the way down the 9-yard line. So that may have been the punt coverage may have looked like it was supposed to go to the left because Marley, the up back, catches that. And Dagan Lloyd on play number 5, he battles injuries all season last year, finds himself down here on the punt return, his helmet off. And it's unfortunate here as coaches, looks like we'll have a slew of coaches coming out. Chris, while they tend to Dagan Lloyd, big shout out to Rick Adams. We definitely want to make sure that we offer up our thanks and praise to our referees. We don't always agree with them, but we certainly can't have the game without them. So again, a big shout out to the guys out there in stripes helping us out today on a hot day. Looks like Dagan Lloyd is looking at maybe an upper extremity. Maybe got the wind knocked out of him maybe.
I don't know. They're like calling for somebody. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it looks like their coach, they're hustling there as Coach Jay is trying to get a cart, and I hope we don't have something broken here.
Yeah, we'll go to commercial real quick, and then we'll come back and we'll kind of find out what's going on here.
Towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Looking for a solution to your water well problem or just needing a new well drilled? Western Drilling does water well drilling and repair. They are experts in pumping system installation, troubleshooting, and repair. Western Drilling works with domestic, ag, and irrigation wells. Give them a call today and explore all the solutions. Western Drilling supports Cashion High School. Go Wildcats!
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up. Get you some.
Presenting Regato Ranch, located within the Cashion School District and offering homebuyers the experience of small-town charm with the modern world of shopping, dining, and healthcare just minutes away. Situated east of Highway 74, Regato Ranch boasts 1-acre home sites with privacy and ample space to retire or raise a family.
To build your next home from the ground up or to inquire about new properties currently for sale, contact Brandon or Shannon Cotter with Iron Creek Homes and C7 Realty.
Come find your forever home at Regato Ranch.
And go Wildcats!
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, and termites. Flexible scheduling and superior customer service are our top priority. Call us today to schedule your appointment. 405-283-6565.
At Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Storm season is coming, people, and your first choice for roofing needs should be Rhino Roofing. Locally owned and operated, the Rhino specializes in all types of repair and replacement. Large scale, traditional, modern, unique roof lines, they can do it all. Protect your home and your family with the specialized services of Rhino Roofing. Visit our Facebook page today and make an appointment. Rhino Roofing is all the hype for any roof type.
Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success, brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell, and Ogletree, 405-232-1211.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain & Grange, still the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats!
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcats TV live from Owasso, Oklahoma. The Wildcats take on the Rejoice Christian. We're still at a timeout as they're assessing Dagan Lloyd, the junior offensive lineman. who had an apparent leg injury on that last punt return. We do have EMT and staff, mom and dad are down there, and it looks like they've gotten him in a situation where they've got him kind of taken care of, waiting for either an ambulance. It looks like a stretcher is coming out on the field to grab Dagan. Big prayers. Make sure you send some good thoughts and prayers Dagan's way. Kid has absolutely been a warrior, battling injury after injury. His last 3 years had a promising opportunity here coming in to playing himself on the offensive line and on that punt return there on the tackle. Looked like he got rolled up on a little bit there and immediately knew, and staff knew, and everyone came over to kind of help him out. Stretcher's coming on out. Again, we appreciate you guys joining us. Wildcats' first series, 3 and out. It was a tough going with the initial play on a jet sweep to Drew Westerhoff. That was fumbled for an dropped for an incomplete pass.
To Rival, I think.
To Rival, I apologize. Rival. And again, we're going to be calling out a lot of names that you guys haven't heard. Rival Fields, a freshman speedster coming out. We talked about it earlier in the pregame. Again, 9 sophomores and 12 freshmen, and those guys make up the heart of the team here for the Wildcats, and you're going to see a lot of them. It'll be certainly a situation where Wildcats the last 4, 5, 6 years have had a bounty of experience rolling in and out, but this year will be one of those reset years for Coach Shack. So it looked like it was.
And I've said, I don't ever want to say we're rebuilding, but when you look at things, that's exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah,
we're having to rebuild. I mean, our building blocks are a lot of freshmen and sophomores, and that's just where we're at. So.
Yep. So Wildcats, again, with the drop jet sweep, Rival Fields for Ethan. Waswa then keeps it on 3rd and 4th down on a little zone read, left side, gets tackled. Wildcats were able to maybe gain 1 yard, then ultimately punted. It looked like it was a left return. Punt went end over into the right, unfortunately, to the wide side where we had nobody in a lane there. And give credit to the junior quarterback, defensive back, or linebacker, Cale Marley. Son
it
of
was like he was just in a spot over there to kind of block.
Yeah.
And he
catches it.
And because if he wouldn't have been there, a lot of times there's nobody even in that spot.
Right.
And so just unluckily there was somebody there to catch it on the fly and just take it all the way down inside the 9-yard line. And to add insult to injury, injury to insult, we get injury.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. Looks like they're going to get Dagan on the stretcher. And again, big prayers for Dagan. Certainly great kid, great family. We've again have seen him grown up. We've had Mr. Adams on during the Rough Riders. We interviewed Rick Adams, a fantastic vet, and has had some great stories. Certainly a guy that, if you want to think about inspirational, looks like Dagan. He's got his family down there. They'll go ahead and get him kind of buckled up, get him secured, and again, good thoughts his way for healthy recovery. I've got to believe his football season is over.
Yeah.
So it'll be a chance for him to get back healthy, heal up, and maybe start off spring with a little powerlifting on the powerlifting team as he gets applause from the Joyce and the Cashion crowd. Dagan with a smile, believe it or not.
Yeah, and I think they're going to have to roll him all the way across. Let's go back to commercial real quick. I'm going to have Neiman look at something on the sound, and we'll go. We'll be back.
All right.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder.
Dagan Lloyd getting some encouragement from his teammates as they come over. Wildcats and Coach Wood have played around with the defense the last few years. We'll see what alignment here is. It's been a switch between a 4-3, a 3-4. Right now, if you think about the strength of the Wildcats, most likely in that specialist sort of combo. So we're probably going to see a little bit of a 3-4 look here for Coach Wood and the bunch. Looks like we've got junior Matthew Stockton right in the middle at nose tackle. Tommy Branson on the outside edge. On the right edge, it looks like we've got Juan Melendez, the sophomore, number 54. So a little 3-4 look. We got Ethan Waswo, Timmy Jones manning the middle, number 44. Caleb Duran, welcome back, Mr. Duran, as well as number 30, Rival Fields. In the corners, we've got freshman Kellen Smith. On the other side, we've got freshman Grayson Davis. They're going to be tested today. And at safety, we've got Max Higdon and number 6. Who is number 6? Who do we have as number 6? Did I forget that?
We're going to have to find out.
We're going to find out. All right, so Cale, we've got action. So Cale Marley in a single back set. Next to him is number 1, Jace Jenkins, senior. A little jet sweep to number 11, Josh Hendricks. And we'll have a flag here, false start. So good break for the Wildcats as it was 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. That'll back them up 5. And it'll stay 1st and goal, this time from the 14. Maybe someone can text us number 6. Do you guys have a number 6 on your roster for the Wildcats? Austin Compton, okay.
He was 25.
He was 25.
Yeah.
All right, another freshman out there. So the Wildcats throwing a load of freshmen out there. Let's see if they can hang tight. Marley will keep it. He'll roll to his left. He'll look back. Pressure there from Duran. He's going to cut back right. Danger stranger. Ethan Wasmo will have a chop block. Dangerous. Pass in the end zone was complete to Hendricks, but it's going to come back.
Yeah, blindside block on Tommy. Tommy's there to kind of turn that quarterback back in, and the kid just blindsided Tommy in the ear hole, and that's what the guy saw him through the flag.
That's a correct call there. There's been a lot of changes, including some of these penalties in terms they used to be from the line of scrimmage and then spot. There's been a lot of situations here. It looks like they're going to point to spot here. So ultimately a great job by the Cashion defense. Marley, he keeps it, rolls left, looking at that short side. Marley, while an extremely fantastic athlete, is not the accomplished passer that Chance Wilson is. He'll definitely, watching film at the Pahuska scrimmage, the Pioneer Women's scrimmage, certainly will do things with his feet. We saw him last year as a
wide. That right there, I mean, if that penalty wouldn't have happened, if Tommy wouldn't have stopped, I mean, he threw a strike across his body to a wide open receiver in the end zone.
4 wide, empty set here for Marley. No motion. Wildcats will jump offside as Matthew Stockton hits the center. That's TJ Wilson as he stumbles back.
Hey, first game, it's hard, man. You're all geared up, and Rejoice is always very disciplined and right there on the offensive side of the ball.
I tell you, do we have a first game of the season? We've already had 3 penalties in a row for Rejoice. Wildcats certainly not helping themselves out. So again, looks like it'll be a 5 wide here, 2 below, 3 up top, trips up top. Marley empty set. Wildcats 3-man rush. 1st and 23, 1st and goal, a little keeper for Marley. He's going to use his feet, wide open lane, and that'll be a touchdown, 23-yard scamper. And it'll be the Rejoice Christian Eagles striking first here with 10:18 on the clock.
Yeah, right there. Just took that one-step drop. You had some the linebackers kind of bail out there. He pulled it down, just a good play there for the Rejoice Eagles, and the quarterback just called his own number, pulled it down, and ran up the middle for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think he called his own number. I think Coach Marley called that number for his son, and that situation is a great call. And as I said, as the extra point goes up with number 26, Maverick Price, it's good. It'll be moved the score to 7-0. It wasn't a slight on Marley's arm. He's just not the throw that Chance Wilson is, but he's an absolutely fantastic runner. We saw that again last year as a wide receiver, and certainly saw it there. We saw it in film, and give them credit. So what ended up, and after penalties being a 5-play drive, was negative, turned out to be a situation, or negative, positive, ended up being a 23-yard run there by Marley. Wildcats will take over their second possession here with 10:18. If you're Coach Shishak here in the situation, a little bit of, misdirection, some zone read. Do you let Ethan Wasmo maybe throw a forward pass here, or do you try to keep it conservative, run a little clock?
I don't know if he was just trying, that first possession was just trying to run, keep the ball on the ground, run the clock. I mean, that first play was a pass play, but shuttle pass should be something you keep in your possession. stay inbounds, run the clock. This year, in the past, Cashion Wildcats have been able to just run and gun, up-tempo offense, don't worry about the clock. Now, with the situation we're in, you may want to have some, control that clock, be able to run it down, shorten the game a little bit.
Yep. All right, so it'll be Maverick Price, the senior, kicking off. Deep will be freshman Grayson Davis. Looks like he's going to try to run that down. He's going to hopefully let that run out of bounds. Smart play there by the freshman. Nice work, as that will be a flag and an opportunity for the Wildcats to start a lot deeper than they did their first possession, right around the 35.
Yeah, and like you said, that was a good, smart play by a freshman there. A lot of times the kid's pumped up, ready to go. In that situation, he's going to grab it and try to make something happen. He made the right decision, let that roll out of bounds, and the Cashion Wildcats start their offensive possession on the 35-yard line. And, hey, let's see if we can get a little bit better, first down play in the books under their belt and see if we can get something rolling.
Yeah, I'd love to see that, and I'd love to see the junior Max Higdon there, the 6'3" wideout, split out, played a little tight end last year for the Wildcats. Hopefully get an opportunity to do his.
Scoot over. That air conditioner is freezing me to death. I know people at home are probably going to make fun of me, but that's fine.
Get turned up. All right, it'll be Rival Fields, the freshman in the backfield with sophomore Ethan Waswo. Split down will be Grayson and Higdon. A little double tight end set here as we've got Timmy Jones as well as number 44. That's Caleb Duran there for the Wildcats, strong left side. Shotgun snap. That's going to be hand off the field. He's looking for a lane, and he's got nowhere to go as the stop there is number 50. Give credit to T.J. Wilson, one of 13 seniors or 16 seniors across the Rejoice Christian Eagles with the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll be a loss of 3. It'll bring out 4. It'll be second down and 14. 10 minutes here.
Yeah, right now that play looked like there was an 18-year-old kid going against a 14-year-old kid, and I think that's exactly what happened. But that's where we're at. I mean, but Rival right there, he's got to grab that ball. He kind of went timidly into the hole, and he got smashed. He's got to learn, get it, and hit the hole as hard as you can and see what happens.
Absolutely. So a little.
Hey, that's easier said than done, though, right?
All right, shotgun split here. Fields behind Waswo. Waswo back to pass, looking at Higdon. He's getting grappled, breaks loose, gets upfield, takes on a tackle. And I'll tell you what, Ethan Waswo turning, as we say, chicken poop into chicken salad, gets about 7 yards, gets back across the original line of scrimmage. And that's what we're going to see with Ethan. He's going to have a lot of that this year. He's going to have to use his muscle. Big kid, a wrestler. Kid knows how to use his frame and his body and was able to shake loose. Higdon, was getting a little bullied up there off the line of scrimmage and was unable to get free. So good.
That's the thing I was going to say. If Higdon could have got free, Ethan did a good job of scrambling over there and could have made a pass play, but he was just locked up. The defensive back did a good job with really jamming Max and didn't let him get away from him.
All right, so third and long, 3rd and 9, 9:22. Little shotgun sweep. It'll go off the Rival Field. He'll find a small lane. He'll get one and eventually tackled by number 87 for the Rejoice Christian Tigers. That's Caleb Marley, another Marley, 6'3", 210 junior. I don't know if they've got Irish, if Irish twins or a story, but a lot of Marleys running around. And that one made a nice tackle as looked like it will be 4th down, and it will be go-for-it situation. No more punting for Coach Shack as the Wildcats get it to the 37. So running clock, 8:48 here. Ethan Waswo in shotgun. Back to pass, looking to his left, coming back, wide open, back to Higdon, 1st down. Nice pitch and catch there as Higdon gets dragged back, but ultimately, oh my gosh, the forward progress.
3 yards up.
That's So
this guy's got it right here.
So nice work there. Good job. We love our referees, right? So that's why they got a team and they communicate. So nice little completion there from first.
Hey, great route right there by Max. I mean, broke that off. Had his defensive back that was covering him kind of falling backwards, and then Ethan, great timing. Last week during the scrimmage, the timing was just off with the receivers. Never could really get anything going. That right there, you could tell they've been putting the practice in, getting the timing down. Great 1st down play right there.
Yeah, Higdon's going to have to be a target. Fields in motion. Waswo will keep. He'll go up the middle. He'll fall forward to get about a half a yard. So We've seen a lot of that. So have the Rejoice Christian Eagles. They had a great interior push there. Looked like it was number 50. We'll give him credit to T.J. Wilson on that pressure. That'll bring up second and about 9.5 here for the Wildcats. A lot of formation changes as Kellen Smith goes out, coming back in. Timmy Jones, double tight end set here as Duran and Timmy Jones will man that left side. We've got Fields, Grayson as well as Max Higdon there. Trips out right side. I loved Ethan's composure on that completion. He set his feet. It was a good throw. Good job by the offensive line. Let's see if they can hold up here. Waswell will keep, and he'll bully his way, breaks the initial tackle. We'll get about 3 or 4. Give him credit as number 56. That was Noah Schnakenberg, the junior, 5'7", came firing through the line. But we talked about Waswell's side. He's only a sophomore and showing it right there.
I was just about to say that right there, Ethan's size, for being a sophomore, I mean, just size-wise, he doesn't look like a sophomore. He's a big, strong, physical kid that is going to only get bigger. I mean, his dad's a big guy. He's got a lot of growing left to do, and if he can continue to grow like that and be able to shed tacklers, he's going to be able to rumble and stumble for extra yardage.
3rd and 7, 6:46 on the clock. Wildcats definitely going to be 4-down territory for the rest of this possession for sure. Wildcats trying to get a draw off sides, and Coach Shack comes out, calls timeout, says on me. Wildcats will use their first timeout of the game. They've got an opportunity to stop the clock and maybe tag on a little bit of that positive momentum here, getting the ball across midfield. Do you want to go to timeout or you want to leave it here?
We can go to a quick timeout.
Okay, we'll go to a quick timeout. I'll be right back.
Cashion Wildcats TV. And anything in between. Our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play.
Don't worry about it. We'll work it from here. All right, welcome back to Owasso, Oklahoma. Neiman Bobby, Chris Gibson bringing you game 1 of the season of the 2023 season. The Cashion Wildcats on the road to take on the 2A Rejoice Christian Eagles. Wildcats on their second possession. Nice little momentum. Got a first down, able to get across midfield. We look at 3rd and 7 here, 6:39. So, Chris, we were mentioning Waswell's size. He's made a difference with his arm and his legs thus far.
Yeah, no doubt. And, last year we had a senior or junior quarterback that could really move and throw the ball down the field. This year with the sophomore, I'm excited to see what his potential is.
He'll go ahead and keep it. He's got a right lane. Ran out of real estate. It looked like it had opened up for a second there, but give credit to 56, Noah Schnakenberg. We've called his name a couple times, a 5'7", 190 junior linebacker. So it looks like Waswell had an opportunity. That closed up quickly. Got a couple. It'll be 4th and 5 here. No doubt. Well, I say no doubt. I'm going to guess we're going to go for it here as Coach Shack, with 20 seconds on the play clock, will get the call back in. It'll be Higdon and Fields left side, 2x2. Grayson Davis, I apologize, and Kellen Smith down here on the bottom side. Back to pass, looking to his left. Wasso steps a deep ball. Open is Higdon. He catches, big hits, first down. Great job as Higdon came back, beat his man down the field. Gets the helmet loose, but it'll be a Wildcat first down to the 24.
Yeah, and Ethan threw that and kind of got, I guess, kind of hit or tipped or something and kind of floated it out there. But Max did a good job of looking for the ball, going to the ball, and making the catch, all while getting just hammered. that safety came across there and got there and good, clean hit. Yep. Just perfect timing there, and Max didn't have a really chance to defend himself, but he did a great job of holding on to the ball all the way through. And another big first down for the Cashion Wildcats on 4th down. Yeah, we knew Higdon was going to have to come in big, and he did. Waswell, probably not one of his better passes, but give credit to the junior coming back to find that. 2x2 for the Wildcats. 1st and 10, 5:25 from the 24. Back to pass. It'll flare out in the sideline. It's a catch by the freshman rival Fields on a little out. And that'll move the ball, it looks like, all the way to about the 16-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and very manageable for the Wildcats. And, hey, moving the ball. Hey, that's the thing about Coach Shackelford and his offensive game plans is even with young kids, if they're going to the right spots, doing the right things, there's going to be open people. Yep. And if Ethan can find those open receivers, they can move the ball up and down the field. Now, when it gets tighter down here at the goal line, that may be harder to do.
All right, so empty set here. Little fake sweep. Ethan Waspo will keep. He'll break 2 men. Dragon. Rejoice Christian Tigers, and that'll be our Eagles, and that'll be a first down. So nice work there by Waspo, dragging a couple black shirts with him, and Wildcats will have first down and 10 right around the, looks like the 14, 13-yard line.
That will not be the last kid that gets drugged around by Ethan Waspo. As he continues to grow and get stronger, it's going to be, he's just a load to take down.
Yep.
You saw that there. And, man, what a tough run there for Ethan. And hey, we just need to get that kid some speed. But hey, he's
doing what he needs to do.
Yep.
And this is right in Shaq's wheelhouse. Running clock. It's already down to 4:11, right? And a chance to score here. Empty set again. Back to pass is Waspo. He's actually going to keep it right side. He's looking for a block or two. And he'll eventually go down. Looks like Drevin Reed with the tackle coming off the corner. So give credit to him. And that'll bring up about second, and we'll say about 7 here with a 3-yard carry there for the sophomore, Ethan Waspo.
Yeah, and that time, Ethan just it was kind of a called run there for Ethan, and he just put his head down, found a lane, and, wasn't much there, but he's going to find somebody, pick somebody out to try to hit, and that time he still got 2 yards after making some contact.
All right, 2nd and 8. Wildcats with the ball here, right hash. Caleb Duran in the backfield, little fullback, tailback sniffer. In motion is Fields. It's going to be a handoff to Fields. Jet sweeps. You try to get the outside. He cuts back up, finds a small lane, gets a few more yards. So give credit to Fields. And you talked about that earlier. Drop those hips, drop that nose, and find you a couple yards. And Fields gets a couple here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, he did a good job, Duran. I think that time was kind of supposed to push that kid out, let Rival come right off his rear. The kid did a good job of getting that outside or kind of getting on the inside there, not letting that hole open. Rival did a good job of getting right off of Duran's rear and getting as many yards as he could.
All right, so Wildcats 3rd and 5, 2:50 on the clock, and we'll have a stoppage. Looks like a little false start by the Wildcats. Unfortunately, it looked like Wildcats were trying to get the Eagles to jump to get that free first down, and that one did not go the Wildcats' way. I think Max has been playing with fire thus far today already, so that'll move it back 5. Not a great situation for the Wildcats, but 3rd and 10, at least from the goal line, or from the inside in the red zone. So Coach Shack will get Fields' last conversation here. Wildcats with a fresh 10 seconds. Not sure if they're going to reset the clock. They won't. Looks like Wildcats with 5 seconds on the play clock. Ethan Waspo with Fields to his left. 2 seconds. One snap. Will look to his left across the middle. Open, and it will be intercepted in the end zone. Left side, he's got a lane. Number 11. Josh Hendricks will go 100 yards for the pick 6. And that will end the drive there for the Wildcats and put another 6 on the board for the Rejoice Christian Eagles.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Ethan was looking at there. I think he was kind of looking at the inside receiver right there on the open. He kind of let it float. Didn't see that kid jump right in front of it, and he was able to get it, go to the outside, and there was really no one between him and the goalpost, and he just was able to get all the way down the field for a 101-yard interception return for a touchdown.
And that's what young teams do and young quarterbacks. They throw off their back foot and basically in traffic, and it's a big no-no in that situation. Extra point is up, and it's good. Give credit to senior Maverick Price. And just like that, Wildcats burned about 7 minutes off the clock. Go down to about the 14-yard line. The penalty was a big one. It was 3rd and 5. In that situation, you could do run pass. You probably could have had Waspo even kind of keep it again, maybe stumble forward for 3 or 4 yards, make it 4th and manageable. 3rd and 10. Coach Shack decides to put a pass play in. Had 2 guys in the neighborhood, but unfortunately for the Wildcats, there was also 4 black shirts there for the Eagles. That one goes back. Give credit to Josh Hendricks, another senior on this Rejoice Christian Eagles team. He goes 102 yards for the pick 6. The Wildcats will be back in return for off the kickoff.
Yeah, and that time, you were right there on the drawing board. It was everything that you wanted. Yeah, they had the easy touchdown after the kind of the botched punt. That's okay. Let's get the ball back in our hands and see what we can do. We got the ball back in our hands, making a drive, just eating clock up.
Yep.
with this young team, that is so important. Just eating clock up, get all the way down inside that 10-yard line with an opportunity to tie the ball game with almost, and almost get into that second quarter at going in tied with a really good 2A team, with a very young team. And just like you said, young quarterback making good plays, that's something right there he's going to learn from in the future and say, okay, I'm down here this far deep. Let's make it a good, hard, solid throw. Make sure I know where my coverages are. And he's going to learn from that. Last week during the scrimmage, he made a bad pass. It was a pick six against Morrison in that scrimmage. Short memory. Comes back the next play, hits Max Higdon on a huge gain down the field. So let's see if he has that short memory here. He's got to. I mean,
no other
he's
choice.
A young kid.
Yep.
And he's a competitive kid. Yeah, he's going to be upset with himself that he made a mistake. But he's the kind of kid that's going to go out there and say, hey, next play I'm going to get better. I'm going to learn from that and move on, move forward.
Absolutely. So out to return for the Wildcats again will be Max Higdon and Grayson Davis, junior and freshman. Kicking off again will be Price. This one is going to go deep. This one will go into the end zone, automatic touchback. If you're not familiar with high school rules here in the state of Oklahoma, anything that crosses that goal line is automatic touchback. You can't even return it. So that one will come out to the 20 where the Wildcats will be taking over the third possession. Wildcats' first possession was 3 and out and a punt. Led to a 23-yard touchdown scamper by Caleb Marley. Second possession, hey, give him credit. 10 plays, gets it down inside the 14-yard line. Penalty, interception, pick six, return. Again, Wildcats find themselves down 14-0. Let's see, as you said, short memory goldfish, as Ted Lasso would say, here with Ethan Waswo as he comes back in. Wildcats will go double tight end again. Timmy Jones and Caleb Duran on the right side, heavy right side. Split out will be Grayson Davis as well as Max Higdon. To the right of Waswo is actually number 12 with the handoff. That's going to be a 2-yard run there by Aiden Rorden, sophomore. So a little change up at running back here for the Wildcats.
Aiden Rorden, that's one kid I was telling you about on the way down here that he had a lot of good plays in that in the scrimmage last week. And I hadn't really got to see him play much at all, and he impressed me last week. We called his name a lot, and he's going to be a kid that you're going to hear and see a lot on the football field for the Cashion Wildcats this year. All
right, Aiden, again, another sophomore, another underclassman the Wildcats will have to continue to bend on. It's kind of by group, right? So Waswo back by committee. That's the word I'm thinking of. It's start of the season. Back to pass. Waswo looking to his left. We'll have a flag. False start, another tough penalty for the Wildcats. And this is the deal. On that drive, the Wildcats were doing well because they were staying ahead of the chains, right? It wasn't a situation where, they were hurting themselves. But again, a really tough penalty back in the, deep in Rejoice Christian or in Cashion territory. That's a tough one. So that will bring up 2nd and 13, 1:25 on the clock here, third quarter, clock running. So let's see what happens here.
We talked about it a little bit last year. 3 years ago, 2 years ago, we had, if we were 4th and 20, we were like, we're going to get this. But these younger kids, inexperienced kids, when you're learning and doing things, any penalty you have and puts you way behind the chains is going to be big time. And that time right there, Ethan just kind of tried to force a little bit too much. Just throw that out of bounds and let's go, live to fight another day.
Great. Intended receiver there was freshman Grayson Davis, little shovel pass. I appreciate, Waswo's innovative approach there. He's a competitor. It's hard for him to give up on anything, but certainly those are things we'll continue to learn. Let's not get the interception here. So back to, back in shotgun, handoff to Rorden. Rorden will go left side on the keep, and that'll be a gain of 1. That'll bring up 4th down and double sticks here. Let's see, decisions probably pretty easy here for Coach Shack to try to punt. Let's see what happens.
He's talking. It looks like he may just go ahead and try to go for it here. Earlier I said Tommy Branson was snapping. It was a bad snap. Tommy was, not playing. He was playing center all the scrimmage last week.
Was he really?
So it must have changed.
I think Caden was hurt. I think he may have been
Sealy hurt.
Sealy was a little hurt. Yeah, stepping in. Yeah. So
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So no, Tommy over there at left tackle for sure. So the Wildcats in shotgun, we have Hendricks deep. Nobody's full. Looks like the Wildcats are going to go for it. Big pass down the sideline. Hendricks will get another interception. As good as a bunt. We'll take it as it looks like number 8 for the Eagles coming across. That is Husker Hensley makes the tackle on Hendricks, who had that pick 6. Nice little tackle, and it turns out to be a great little punt there for the Wildcats, as it'll be 1st and 10 right around, looks like the 45, 44, 43-yard line on the Rejoice Christian side.
Yeah, that time just I think Shaq probably said, let's do a double move, let it float it out there. If he goes up and makes a good play, great. If they intercept it, let's make a tackle, and as good as a punt, and that's kind of what happened
Or
there.
maybe get interference possibly.
Yep.
All right, so third possession. Actually, it's the second possession for the Rejoice Christian Eagles. In motion coming across is number 4. That's Camden Ryan. Pass intended for number 11, Josh Hendricks. Falls incomplete. Good coverage there by number 1, freshman Kellen Smith. And number 6, we decided that's Austin Compton at safety. So nice work. And that, Hendricks, the senior, is going to be the main target here for Marley. I know he likes to look at a few other guys, but definitely is his guy. Trips down below, a little handoff inside to Reed. He breaks a few tackles, eventually brought down. Looks like a loose ball, and it looks like it'll eventually be called down by the official. The Wildcats will get the tackle. It'll be a short gain. It'll bring up 3rd down. Give credit to that right side. I didn't see if that was Timmy Jones or corner, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
I was just trying to count here how many freshmen we have on the field right now, but I think I counted at least 5 freshmen that are out there on the field for the Cashion Wildcat defense. And again, like I said, be in the right spots. As long as you're in the right spot to make a play, that's going to be the difference. And if they're going to be able to just drive down the field or have huge, big plays or not, because if you're in the right spot and slow somebody down and your team is flying to the football, you're going to be able to slow them down.
Right, absolutely. All right, so with that, it'll be the end of the first quarter. Wildcats 0, Rejoice Christian 14. We'll take a quick timeout. Be right back. CWTV.
His athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Looking for a solution to your water well problem or just needing a new well drilled? Western Drilling does water well drilling and repair. They are experts in pumping system installation, troubleshooting, and repair. Western Drilling works with domestic, ag, and irrigation wells. Give them a call today and explore all the solutions. Western Drilling supports Cashion High School. Go Wildcats!
All right, welcome back. CWTV production live from Rejoice Christian campus in Owasso, Oklahoma. The Wildcats taking on the Eagles here on the road. Game 1, Amina Bavi, Chris Gibson bringing you today's action as season opener for the 2023 season, or Cashion Wildcats. Wildcats on defense here to start the second quarter. It's 3rd and 5 on the Rejoice side. Cade Marley, the junior quarterback for the Rejoice Christian Eagles, with a touchdown, a 23-yard scamper earlier on the day. And that's a mild offsides there. It looks like that was number 84 for the Wildcats, Travis Lovehall.
And if you're thinking, hey, he got back, that's in high school football, you go across, they're going to throw the flag.
I didn't think he was across, but that's all right. So that one will move the ball into Wildcat territory, 1st down and 10 on the 5-yard mark-off. Reset here. Wildcats in a little 3-4 look. Extended edge there, might be offsides again, but we'll come back in. Inside give to Reed. He'll come back outside. Great tackle. Loose ball out of bounds. Timmy Jones. Night train coming through. Love seeing Timmy on that one. What I love about Timmy is don't let that kid think. Just let him go. Kid's got a fantastic motor, and he shows you there.
Yeah, and that time, Carlos Martinez is on this outside linebacker position. He was kind of getting blocked. He's another one of those freshmen that are out there. He's got to get physical, get off that block. And Timmy Jones kind of showed him right there. Come out, come down, come hard, and get the tackle.
Little tunnel screen coming back to Hendricks. He'll weave through. No holding call there on the edge on Smith. He'll be pushed out of bounds, tackled eventually for a 1st down right around the 19-yard line. So nice work there by Hendricks. A little shoelace catch there. Marley not making it easy for him, but Hendricks, the senior, showing you why he's a big-time athlete. Comes through with a big catch, saving the quarterback there, and he'll move it all the way down. Looks like right around the 18. 1st and 10, 11:34. Handoff to Reed. He'll come back up the middle. Timmy Jones there among other Wildcats. That'll be a gain of about 4. A little up-tempo here for Coach Marley as he rotating guys in and out. Wildcats really can't rotate a whole lot of guys. They got to stay with what they got. So we'll see what happens here. 2nd down and about 5, it looks like, as the chain crew is getting kind of set over there. Reed to the left of Marley, rolling out to his left. Pressure's on. Screen back out to number 4. Tackle is missed, and eventually it'll go in. Give credit to number 4, Camden Ryan, and that'll be a 14-yard touchdown for the Eagles.
Yeah, and that time just had somebody there to make the tackle, just couldn't bring him down. He was able to get in the end zone for the Eagle touchdown. But that's, again, a lot of young kids out there on this Wildcat defense. The big play on there was that little inside screen there.
Yep.
You know, I was watching, man, Carlos was in a great spot to kind of make a tackle before he got big yardage. He just kind of took a bad angle, but that's the thing is at this level you're having the game. The speed of the game is completely different than from what they were looking at last year in junior high to a varsity level.
You got kids at maybe 19, right, coming out here, right? So
and I think those kids, a bunch of those kids are 14, 15, maybe 15. A lot of them are 14 out there playing, and it's a different speed. And so Carlos turned to make a tackle and just took a really, really bad angle because the speed of the game is so much different. And so, but that's one thing that right there, he's going to learn from that, get better, and the next time he'll make a better angle.
Totally agree. Totally agree. And this is no discount to Rejoice, right? You know, it's a situation. I mean, we're making the point here. Rejoice, fantastic grew. They had 13 seniors that essentially one way or the other started on both sides. Those guys are gone. They're just replaced. Again, just another slew of seniors and juniors. And so the Wildcats, again, as we offered up, are going to have to learn in a hurry with the majority of their team being freshmen and sophomores. And that's what happens. Class A football, you gotta hope that you got a bunch of boys in your town.
We were really fortunate.
We were.
For, 10 years where it was just you had
solid. Yeah.
We kind of had a group riding through there. It's just not as many kids playing football.
That's right.
And so this year we're going to have a lot of experience.
Trial by fire.
In the next few years.
All right, in return here, Wildcats will be Higdon and Grayson Davis. This one will go to Higdon. Higdon will let that one go out of bounds. I would have liked for Higdon to go ahead and try to catch that one and maybe see where he could go. But
went through the back.
But probably wise choice. Let that one go through. Wildcats will take over on their 4th possession from the 20-yard line. Wildcats starting from their 20, 35, 20, and now they're 20. Were able to, their best possession of the game was when they started at the 35. It'll be key here for the Wildcats. Maybe if they can't put together a couple of first downs with 11 minutes in the clock. We see Coach Wilson sighting.
Yeah.
Here to see Caleb Durant. We miss Coach Wilson.
Yeah, and that drive, that second drive the Cashion Wildcats had, we talked about 8 up like 7 minutes. That's what kind of kept that score in check there for a little bit for the Eagles. And, man, we need to put together another drive like that where we can eat some time up where it doesn't get completely
and get a score.
Yes, eat some time and get in the end zone.
Rival Fields looked like in shotgun, actually, and I'm sorry, in pistol, gets the carry right side, gets a few yards. 10:49 on the clock, 2nd down and about. Oh, he actually got about 4 yards, so 2nd and 6 here. So, again, credit there to the
4 yards
every time. Heck yeah. Give credit to the offensive line there with Caden Seeley, along with Matthew Stockton, Tommy Branson. We also have, looks like, was it Benson Waltman, I believe, as well. So, and Jacob Reese. Little handoff again to Fields, right side. Nice little gap there on the right side. So, nice work. Got another 3 or 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and manageable here for the Cashion Wildcat offense.
Yeah, I think you got Jacob Reese is another one of those kids up on the line as a freshman. So you got freshmen at every position.
Everywhere. I love it. So, again, Wildcats 3rd and about maybe a long – it's definitely a long 2 here. So, in shotgun, it looks like – is that Drew Westerhoff back there with Waswo?
No, I think that is Carlos Martinez.
Is that Carlos Martinez? All right, let's see another freshman here. If another freshman can touch the ball, he'll get the ball snap right side. Still going to break a tackle. He does. Can't get past the Rejoice Christian Tigers. And, you know, you talked about it in junior high, bouncing it out might work. Here against these guys, these big boys from Rejoice, not so much. So that'll bring up fourth down. And
Carlos,
about.
I mean, if you see him in person, he's an impressive kid for being a freshman. But, man, when you're out there as a freshman against seniors, like you said, when you try to bounce it outside, they're coming a lot faster than what you were seeing against 7th and 8th graders.
And Martinez, what I love about it, is also a wrestler. You can't, football and wrestling, that's a match made in heaven, man.
He's a wrestling machine.
All right, so 4th and 2, 9 minutes. Wildcats will go for it from their own 28-yard line. I'm not sure if they're going to try to draw them off sides and try to get a timeout, and they will. It doesn't work. Again, Coach Marley, fantastic. Always a very well-disciplined team. My 2 older boys playing at OBU, they get to hang out their best buds, Nate Anderson and Stockton Ryan, some Rejoice alum. And we have a lot of great conversations. And definitely, you talk about kids that are just great kids. Definitely, but, fundamentally sound and definitely experts of the game. Timeout by the Wildcats. That'll be second for Coach with 8:56. He has 1 left here in the first half.
It's a big fourth down right here. I mean,
is he going to go for it?
He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it because he wants to keep the ball in our hands, if at all possible. Because, like we said, we got to eat some clock. We got to keep the ball in our hand. We got to have a big possession to win the game. If you just keep punting it away and giving them the ball and not being able to slow them down any. Time of possession is a big factor in our season this year.
Yep.
Where in years past, we may lose the time of possession but still win by 30 points.
That's right.
But this year it's going to be time of possession. That's going to be a big part of Shaq's game plan.
I agree. And in fact, if I go back to when Cashion visited here in 2020, was it 2020 or 2021? I remember a stout Cashion team, and I remember seeing a young Chance Wilson getting rolled out there, getting beat up, and the guy turned out to be a pretty good player. So Wildcats taking their licks here early. Let's see if they can bounce back. Waspo in shotgun, 4th and 2, gets a look back, little meerkat, try an idea, change of play here for the Wildcats based on Coach Marley's alignment.
Let's take a deep shot over there, but if that safety, you see him dropping back, so let's not do that.
Waspo will look to his left. He's got a lane, cuts back forward. Job. Gets a yard, but it'll be short. Excellent tackle there on the crackback. Give credit to number 77 for the Rejoice Christian Eagles. That is Harrison Rainey, the senior, another senior lineman, 260. And it looks like it will be short, so it'll be a turnover of downs, and it'll be Rejoice Christian ball with 8:47.
Yeah, now it's just going to be halftime. The defense is going to have to step up. At some point, I was wondering if they would bring Ethan in and play a little defense. I don't think he's played. No, he's going back out.
Yeah, he's going back out, yeah.
I was just wondering at some point when they were going to let him play a little defense. I mean, he's a big kid that is – league, they loved him.
I'm just going to tell you, Matt Harmon, fantastic. He played quarterback at Pittsburgh State, was an amazing linebacker.
Got hurt.
Broke his finger in a meaningless game against OCA, and that set the course. So I think Coach Shaq may have learned his lesson. Marley looking a little outside outplay, looks broken. Tackle fumbled, back in the hands, and give credit to the senior, Josh Hendricks, on a 21-yard, was that a 21-yard? I guess it was a 28-yard, 29-yard touchdown toss and catch for the touchdown.
Yeah, and that Hank Brown is out there, another freshman, just trying to make a play, and he was actually in okay position. The quarterback, receiver made good plays. He was there to make the tackle and just couldn't do it. Almost got the strip. He did get the strip, but receiver was able to reel it back in and put it in his hands and go for the touchdown. But that's another senior on freshman. We've been there. We've had the senior going against freshmen, and we've taken advantage, and that's what their coaches are going to do. They're going to look and see where some of that youth is, see where the physicality doesn't match up, and they're going to try to exploit it. In 4 years, Hank Brown's going to be a beast. He's going to be another Brown with speed that is just going to be able to blaze. But right now, going up against a senior that's experienced and just a really good athlete, it's going to be tough sledding.
Yeah, it is. And if you're at home, kicking some rocks and dirt and you're mad, it's okay. It's all right. It's a situation where I think coming in we kind of had expectations where it'd be a learning opportunity. If you look over at Coach Marley, this is game 1 for him. He wants to, this is his first game for his team. They've got big goals for the season. He's going to have to run his offense. So if you're looking for Coach Marley to lay off the gas, you better give up that pretty quick. It ain't happening today, not on game 1 of this 2023 season. So it looks like we'll have did we have an injury?
No, I think it's they're taking a little time during the heat.
Yeah.
Because of the heat, take a little time.
Well, we'll take a little time, too. How about we take a quick time out?
I need a drink.
And we need to get a drink. We'll be right back. Cashion Wildcats TV.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat TV, live from Owasso, Oklahoma, and Rejoice Christian, the campus of Rejoice Christian, Eamon Abavi, Chris Gibson, my man Jackson Drake, bringing you today's action. Big shout out to our producer Jackson for coming out. Big shout out to Maddox Gibson on the camera up top, and Gage Beddick on our field cam, which is charging right now. Wildcats down 28-0. It's been a story of some positives. And give a lot of credit to the Rejoice Christian Eagles coming out and straight throwing haymakers at the Wildcats. Wildcats learning on the go. Back it will be Grayson Davis as well as Max Higdon. It's like Davis will go ahead and get that right-hand scoop. He's going to look, cut back to his middle. Hanging on that ball, son. He'll get to the 20, and we have a flag. I don't know if we'll have a holding or something. That's unfortunate. The Wildcats cannot afford negative plays in this situation.
Yeah, and I don't know a freshman that we have not seen yet is Riker Johnson. That kid is a blazer, man. And last year, I think the first game of the junior high season, I think he had 4 touchdowns in, I think, the first quarter, tore his ACL and has battled back and gotten healthy. But we haven't seen him out there on the field yet. I wonder if they're going to kind of wait and try to bring him in later on in the season, let him make sure he gets good and strong. But that return there kind of made me remind of him. He's one of those kids that's just going to turn the speed on and try to get out to the outside and really make something happen. That time, Grayson Davis, he's one of those kids that are freshmen, really, really good skill kid that's super fast. And that time he kind of was a little hesitant. You want to see him, hey, make a decision.
Got to play fast. Got to be play
fast.
That's exactly right, especially on a kickoff. So with the block in the back against the Wildcats, that pushes the Wildcats back, unfortunately, to the 10-yard line. It still will be 1st and 10.
Where was the block in the back?
It was around the 35. I don't know. I mean, the referees are still, they're game 1-2. Handoff on the jet sweep, and that'll be number 30. Rival Fields, he'll get maybe a yard, half a yard on that. Wildcats have provided a steady dose of that play as well as the Ethan Waswo keeper off of that to keep things in and around the tackles. It'll be a gain of 1 second and 1, running clock 8:11 here, second quarter. Wildcats will go double tight end. We've seen a lot of double tight end today with Caleb Duran and Timmy Jones. We haven't thrown to them out of the backfield. I know Caleb definitely can for sure catch it, and Timmy has shown a propensity in the past to definitely run the ball well. So we'll see what happens here. To the right will be Fields, the freshman, to the sophomore Waswo. That'll be a little delay. And you know, the Wildcats have been fortunate. Every single running back has moved. We've just been fortunate they haven't called it, and that time they went ahead. It was just way too much as Rival Fields gets caught in the action of the little rope-a-dope. He's going to come over and have a conversation with Coach Shack, and so that'll another costly penalty. Will move the ball. It'll be double sticks for the Wildcats, 2nd and long here inside the 5-yard line or inside the 10-yard line.
That's another case of just inexperience and just amped up game time for a freshman and a varsity game for the first time. You got to get over that, get set, get ready for the play.
Yeah, I've seen it a lot. Rival's done it quite a bit in this process. Again, hopefully things to clean up. So as Ethan Waswo with that pistol formation with Fields behind him in the end zone will get the snap. He'll get the handoff, cut back inside. Nice little pull as Timmy Jones comes across, gets a block, creates a small lane, and Fields will fall forward. And you talked about it, right? There's no time to think. You got to find the hole and go. You can't think about this. You got to go fast. And a lot of dancing going on right now, and the Wildcat running backs by committee.
And that'll come. I mean, Rival did a better job that time.
I agree.
Actually, of putting his head down and getting the yardage he could. And, I mean, just from the first quarter till now, I mean, I've already seen a little bit of improvement.
Totally agree. All right, Rival will find himself to the left here of Ethan Waswo. 3rd and long, 6:49, back to pass. Across the middle, Higdon with the catch on the post, comes across, great catch. That may have been a little sluggo route there as the big, tall, lanky 6'2" junior comes across the middle in the danger zone, gets the grab, first down Wildcats.
Yeah, and last year, Max lined up at tight end a lot and had a bunch of big plays from that tight end position. And this time we're splitting him out, letting him get out there and really run. The kid is a speedster, use those long legs. And that time used Grayson Davis' speed, trying to clear that out, down the field. It worked to perfection. Had Max kind of reach in right underneath him, and then Ethan did a good job of stepping into the throw and making a good pass.
All right, Wildcats first down, 6:11 here. Little keeper by Wasbo. He breaks the first tackle, breaks a few more, falls forward. I'll tell you what, he's just a sophomore, but he's showing his strength as the initial tackler for the Rejoice Christian Eagles has rarely brought him down. That time, number 17, Devin Skyastis, tried to come through with a little hand tackle, didn't have a chance on that one. And it was Ethan Waswo coming forward for about 4 yards. Brings up 2nd and 6, 5:46, right around the 30-yard line. Wildcats will set up. Looks like they'll go 2 by 2 here. Actually, it looks like, it will be 2 by 2 for the Wildcats. Empty set. Caleb Duran at that little sniffer H-back, tailback position there. Ethan Waswo will get the call. 7 seconds on the play clock. 5. Motion is Fields. Little keeper by Wasbo, right side. He's got a lane. Got to turn it up, son. He does not. Gets the outside. Give credit to the Rejoice Christian line as number 11. Heat-seeking missile. Josh Hendricks comes in, gets the tackle. I believe that was Hendricks. It may have been. No, it was number 17. I apologize. That was Devin Skyastis, the junior, 6'2", 170.
Yeah, the last play, he was there to make the tackle. He kind of tried to do an arm tackle, and Ethan just ran through it. That time he was coming downhill, got his head in front, made a good tackle.
Yeah, absolutely. So that'll bring up 3rd down and manageable. Still 4 yards, maybe got an inch on that one. Empty backfield for Waswo again. 4:48 on the clock. Wildcats will get the call here. Again, same formation, 2 by 2. Duran shifts to the right. Strong side towards the Cashion bench. Looking to his left, coming back. Little flag route in and out of the hands. That's unfortunate as Rival Fields stopped his route. That's tough there as number 17, Devin Skyastis. Again, 6'2", probably got into the vision of Fields, but when it hits you in the hands, you got to make the catch.
Yeah, that was a great throw right there by Ethan, just to lay it right over the top of a big, tall Rejoice Christian Eagle. Hit Rival in the hands and wasn't able to bring it in. It would have still been a good catch, a tough catch for Rival to make. But that's one of those things at the varsity level, you got to make those plays to keep the drives alive.
Yeah, that would have been enough for a first down for the Wildcats, but it's not. 4th and 4. Again, same formation, empty backfield. Waswo back to pass to his right, coming back. Nice little out pass, and that will be picked off by number 2, Cale Marley, the junior. Intended receiver was Kellen Smith. That was traffic, and Ethan really didn't have much He didn't have much of an option there, try to fit a small window, and give credit to the more physical, older junior, Cale Marley, who gets another interception on the day.
Yeah, that time just couldn't make it, like you said, into that small window there. Kid made a good play on the ball, got to it first, was able to bring it down, and Rejoice has another short field heading towards the end zone. Let's see if the Cashion Wildcat defense can get some things figured out and slow them down a little bit.
Marley rolling to his right. He's going to come back. Deep ball intended for number 8, Hunter Hensley, wide open, and that'll be a touchdown.
No,
one play.
Out of bounds.
Oh, he did go out of bounds?
Looks like they called it out about
the 12-yard
sure did.
line. So I lost vision here with the wall, so give credit to Hunter Hensley on the catch. Not necessarily, I think Marley would want that one back, kind of put a little too much air on that one as Hensley was running free down the sideline. So being first down and 10 in the red zone, right around the 13-yard line, back to in the shotgun, we'll hand off to number 1. That's Jace Jenkins, and he'll scoot outside for a touchdown, and that'll be a 13-yard touchdown run by Jace Jenkins, the senior. And Rejoice Christian adds to their lead.
Yeah, the big pass play there. It was kind of a quarterback rollout, and I think Grayson Davis kind of had his head in the backfield, saw that quarterback, stopped what he was doing to kind of come up and try to make a play on the quarterback or not let him have a big play, snuck the receiver right by him for the big play to get him down to the 12-yard line, and then the touchdown. Just give the kid a really quick, speedy kid going around the edge with some big boys going around there blocking for him. Was able to set the edge and let him get in the end zone.
All right, so two-play drive for the Rejoice Christian Tigers. It goes 40 yards, 13-yard touchdown run there by number 1, Jace Jenkins, senior, 5'9", 165, 165 for Coach Marley. Wildcats with 4:11. Wildcats did receive, so let's see if they can take care of this because we'll have to kick off to start the third quarter. Lights are on. It's getting dark outside. Maybe we open up the window, I'm not sure, but certainly appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV, free of charge on the Scored platform. Appreciate all of our fantastic sponsors that make this free of charge. And certainly appreciate if you guys would like to find out how you can be one of those fantastic sponsors here throughout the season. Feel free to reach out to Coach Hardaway or Coach Shackelford and do your part. Certainly as we'll be on the road as much as we possibly can. I know our plan this year is to have my man Silky Smooth, Chad Tishner, do a lot of the road games as I'll be on the road following Alex and Nick with Oklahoma Baptist. Definitely I will be there with Chris at home games, but certainly if there's an opportunity to set up a camera, we'll be there to broadcast and bring a Cashion Wildcat activity and action live on your streaming device. All right, so 4:11, back deep. It was our man Grayson Davis with that last kickoff return. Let's see, I don't think he'll have a chance here. Got to give credit here. Last year I really was impressed with Maverick Price, the kicker. We do have a flag, a little offsides there by the Rejoice Christian Eagles. But Maverick Price, he's been fantastic on extra points and kickoffs, and not sure if he has a desire to go to the next level, but certainly he's done a great job here for Coach Marley. This one will be marked back to the 35-yard line on the offside. And then it might give chance for the Wildcats for a return here.
Now, and if you can see the Cashion Wildcat sideline over there, and as Maddox has been scrolling back and forth, if you notice someone that is not there is Coach Robertson, and he has kind of stepped back this season. And Coach Robertson's been a big part of the Cashion Wildcat coaching staff for the last probably 35 years, so definitely going to miss him on the sideline.
Absolutely. Coach Coach has been a phenomenal, he's been an anchor and a cornerstone. He was a coach here at Cashion, was there before Shaq, kind of did a little athletic director, but his story is phenomenal and just an enormous human being, just enormous, but his kindness and his walk is just amazing. You can feel it every time he talk to Dud, and definitely from an offensive line and defensive line perspective, he will definitely be missed. But certainly Wildcats will have to make do here, and it'll be their sixth possession of the game thus far, down 35-0. 4 minutes on the clock, in motion. Davis, keeper, coming back underneath. Waswo will be dragged backwards. It looks like he'll get about 2 yards. I'm never going to get Grayson Davis's last name, because I'm thinking of Grayson Broadbent every time I catch myself.
He's coming. He'll be here next year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that time Juan Melendez was coming around there kind of as a pulling guard. Ethan had a little bit of room there to maybe make something happen, and Juan just kind of missed his blocker. If he'd have just made some contact there and gave Ethan a little bit of a chance to make something happen, maybe could have got a few more yards out of that.
Back to pass, Waswo looking to his right. He's got middle, he's got Fields wide open with the catch. Big hit. Give credit to Fields that time with the grab. And nice work by Waswo, set his feet. Came back, great job by the offensive line with good protection, and Wildcats get it all the way down to the 46 on their side of the field for a first down.
Yeah, if we can protect the quarterback like that and give our quick little wide receivers a chance to get open down the field and let Ethan have a chance to find somebody, that could be something that the Cashion Wildcats could maybe take advantage of through later as this game goes on. Absolutely.
Wildcats with 3 minutes on the clock. We'll reset here. 10 seconds on the play clock. Fields to the left of Waswo now here. Shotgun. Again, double tight end set. We've got Davis and Higdon split out here on the field side. He'll hand off into Fields. He'll cut back right side. No going as the pressure from the defensive line, and that would be his number 56. Give credit to that is I apologize. Noah Schnakenberg, the junior, with another tackle, and that'll bring up a no-gain play and second down and long.
You're, really challenging yourself with trying to say those names. I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you're doing a great job.
There's some good ones. Skyastis, Schnakenberg. Yeah, man.
Good names.
Yeah, absolutely. Last name Nababi, you got to go with it. All right, so 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. 2:14 running clock here, second quarter. Waswo in shotgun will get the snap, and it'll be false start by the Wildcats. That one will go against Grayson Fields from the slot position. It's correct. It's the correct call. I don't know, what else you can do in this situation. Wide receivers, running back specialists have been antsy. You talked about it. You got guys that want to go fast.
Yep.
It's unfortunate. It's right before the snap. So that'll be a big penalty. Wildcats, it's 1 foot forward, about 127 back. We'll have a formation as Timmy Jones will go back out. Wildcats will go with 2 receivers up top. Caleb Duran will stay in at that fullback position. It'll be 2-by-2 here for Waswo. 2nd and long. Back to pass. Looking back to his left, back to his right. Deep middle. Jump ball for Kellen Smith, and that will be caught by number 10. And that's, I can't read it. So big jump ball there by Waswo. That one, again, off his back foot. I appreciate him wanting to put a little air on that one. But that's a tough play for Kellen Smith, about 5'4", 5'5". I don't know, maybe he'll kick me in the shins.
But the thing is, it's like he was there to go up for the ball. I mean, there was some contact. Kid pushed off, went up to get it. They didn't call it. I mean, give credit to the kid to make a play, but there was some contact there. As he gets older, Kellen is a kid that is a hard worker, really good athlete. He's going to be a kid that is going to be really, really successful on the football field and baseball field.
Absolutely, big time, big time. Little tunnel screen. We'll have either a hold. It looks like coming across. That was number 8, Hunter Hensley, with the catch. With Marley, if we're just talking out loud, again, fantastic athlete with his feet. You can see Coach Marley trying to find some opportunities for him to kind of look for some stuff deep and short. Definitely does not have the velocity or the arm strength of Chance Wilson, but maybe that's not what you're asking for him to do. It's a situation with this set. Coach Marley's ran a fantastic offense over these last few years. We've had a chance to watch him. Multiple in their sets and their approach, wide open. They can run the ball. That one will be, it looks like it was a hold. That will work it back. Again, a situation, nice safe pass here with about 1:52 on the clock. Maybe try to put a drive here. Good job by the Cashion defense. Did get the tackle. Let's see if they don't give anything deep and able to stay sound here with 1:52 left before the half. I can't even read it. I think I'll bring my glasses. Trips right down below, a little rollout to his right. Marley looking for a pass. He's got a man in the flats. Great job there. Finds his man, number 17. Nice work there by the junior Marley, finding his man, number 17, Devin Skyastis, the junior, 6'2", 170. Nice little pitch and catch, gets it to the 44.
It was just a deep out and just got behind Kellen. And I think Beitler was the deep man over there. Got right in between them.
Yeah, tough situation. You got the Wildcats trying to figure out and grow on the run. Looks like Marley will keep it. He'll get the outside edge, showing what we were talking about, that speed. He'll go ahead and turn it up right side, and that'll be a touchdown scamper. And that'll go for 40-plus for another touchdown.
Yeah, that time just was able to cut it across the field. Like I said earlier, I saw some bad angles, but a lot of those bad angles were coming from kids that were, playing a game last year that was at a different speed, and that kid has got the Marley quarterback.
Fantastic athlete.
He's fast, and you saw it right there. When he turned it on, these young kids that are freshmen and sophomores, they're taking angles they think they can get there because they've always been able to, and he's just leaving them in the dust.
Yeah, absolutely. Extra point's good. Wildcats find themselves down 42-0 here, so a little 2-play drive, 3-play drive if you include the penalty for Coach Marley, as Cale Marley goes for about 65 on a little razzle-dazzle circus run. Wildcats had him hemmed down on the right side. Wildcats decided not to tackle, and poor angles all the way through across the secondary and linebackers. Allows Marley to show his speed, get to the outside and score. Wildcats find themselves in a precarious position. I can't remember the last time Cashion found themselves in the last 20 years in a situation like this, but it certainly, I think for you and I think if this would have happened last year, 2 years ago, probably would have been pretty frustrated knowing the talent on the field. But I think right now we're just looking for those positive small wins for this team. Again, with close to what was it? What do we have? It was close to 21 freshmen and sophomores that are out there playing in one role or another. You're looking for the many victories within each of the series.
Yeah, I mean, even though we're down 42-0, like, hey, we're looking at a bunch of freshmen and sophomores that are getting tons of great experience out here going against a really good 2A team. If it's a 14-point game at halftime against this team, Coach Marley's over here going, what the heck is going on? I mean, this is what is supposed to happen when you have a bunch of juniors and seniors on the field going against a bunch of freshmen and sophomores.
Right.
And so our freshmen and sophomores out there trying to get better, make small steps forward, learn from mistakes. It's going to be a long season. It's going to be tough. Especially these first two games.
You say that, but again, we're not going to see the likes of Rejoice 2A, Pawhuska 2A, Woodward 4A in district, right? We're going to have some good competition, but certainly there's some glimmers here. I like what we're seeing, and one of the great things about Coach Shack's teams, regardless of what's going on, is they continue to get better game after game and give themselves a position to finish the season strong. So with that, Wildcats with their 7th possession, this one starting from the 20. Ethan Waswo in shotgun pistol formation. Looks like that was Martinez will right side. It looks like a nice healthy run there for about 5 yards. I still see quite a few starters. Again, don't expect Coach Marley to, I think number 10 who got that last interception is probably the only one that's not necessarily a regular starter here for Rejoice based on film. Probably won't start to see maybe the JV squad or at least the second team here for Coach Marley well into the second half.
Yeah, I mean, when we were, rolling there for all those years, I mean, you let your starters play that first half.
First game of the season. Have to.
You got to get some experience.
Have to.
I don't blame him one bit.
Martinez.
You might even see him come out in the second half.
I'd expect Marley to keep his starters in at least for the first drive, first two drives, offense and defense in the third quarter. Probably have a running clock here. Martinez, the freshman, showing some burst there. You talked about it earlier. He showed you. Nice first down run there by Martinez. Got those 10 yards by himself. Shotgun back to pass. Waswell, he's got a hold. They better call it. That's ridiculous they don't call it.
Yeah, they're going to call that.
I mean, he waited to see the interception. He should have thrown it when it happened. And so a free play will end up being negated there. And that's been the situation. Higdon's going to have that happen to him all season. It's going to be up to the lines judge to call it. But this is where Higdon's going to have to, essentially bow up. It's going to happen. He'll be the marked guy every single game. He's going to get that. They're going to dare the officials to call it. It's happened. Higdon's been bullied the entire game.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like they're going to come up, try to jam him. He's got to get off of it. Go down the field. That time he got off it, got around it, and the kid, trying to make up for it, grabbed his jersey. I mean, he's about pulled his jersey off of him, but the official did see it. I don't know why it took him so long.
But do you know why? Do you know why his jersey was pulled off? Because Max was fighting through it, and that's my point. He's got to fight through that. He's going to see it all season. He's got to show the hold. So with the mark off and the penalty with 15 seconds, Wildcats at the 40-yard line. I don't know. I don't know if we try to run this one out, if he tries to take a deep shot. Let's see what happens. Higdon on the boundary side. Little handoff to Martinez. And that will be tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be the end. I am not a fan of this stutter step that each of the running backs are doing. I don't know who taught him that. Not a fan. Every one of those possessions could be called a false start with that little kickstart motion. But that'll be the end of the first half. Wildcats down 42-0 as they head to the locker room. I think we have a locker room this year. I remember a few years ago they were sitting outside in the sun.
I think it was the AC had went out.
AC had got out, yeah. So hopefully they've got a spot. But we do appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV. We're going to go to timeout. We'll be back with a little bit of breakdown. Maybe we can get Lane Broadbent down here, hopefully. And we'll bring you a second half action here in a bit. Thanks so much. Hang tight.
Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up. Get you some.
Presenting Regato Ranch, located within the Cashion School District and offering homebuyers the experience of small town charm with the modern world of shopping, dining, and healthcare just minutes away. Situated east of Highway 74, Regato Ranch boasts 1-acre home sites with privacy and ample space to retire or raise a family.
To build your next home from the ground up or to inquire about new properties currently for sale, contact Brandon or Shannon Cotter with Iron Creek Homes and C7 Realty.
Come find your forever home at Regato Ranch.
And go Wildcats!
Founded by Jesse and Amy McCracken, Rural Pest Solutions is a Cashion-based, family-owned and operated company. Our focus is on providing the highest level of customer service while effectively treating many common invaders, including spiders, ants, roaches, mice, mosquitoes, fleas, ticks, and termites. Flexible scheduling and superior customer service are our top priority. Call us today to schedule your appointment. 405-283-6565.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Storm season is coming, people, and your first choice for roofing needs should be Rhino Roofing. Locally owned and operated, the Rhino specializes in all types of repair and replacement. Large scale, traditional, modern, unique roof lines, they can do it all. Protect your home and your family with the specialized services of Rhino Roofing. Visit our Facebook page today and make an appointment. Rhino Roofing is all the hype for any roof type.
Wiggins, Sewell & Ogletree is dedicated to championing our clients through complicated and challenging litigations. We pride ourselves on a proven track record of success, brought forth by fierce litigation skills. The lawyers and staff of our firm are dedicated to effective and personalized representation for every client who entrusts our service. Uncompromising integrity, unparalleled results. Call Wiggins, Sewell & Ogletree, 405-232-1211.
I'm Todd Miller, and this is Grain and Grange, still the coolest furniture store you've never heard of. Come see us.
At Water Heater Man, we specialize in repairing and replacing all water heaters. We service the OKC Metro and surrounding towns with fast, reliable service. We keep our vans fully stocked with essential parts needed for basic repairs, and new tanks are always on the vans ready to go. We offer free estimates on all jobs with financing options available. We match manufacturer's warranty for all newly replaced water heaters. We'll get your water heater back up and running as fast as possible so you don't have to put your life on hold waiting for service. Give us a call today, 405-844-TANK. That's 405-844-8265. Go Wildcats!
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers.
Talk about a win-win.
Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC.
What would you do if you only had one life to live? Well, that's kind of how this whole thing works. So bite off more than you can chew. Don't wait for someone else's green light. Go after what they say you can't. Oklahoma needs more doers, and doers don't wait. Get skilled, get paid. Oklahoma Career Tech.
Back to school. Now your worries about the kids going over on their data plans are back. Mom and Dad, this is for you. Right now, make the switch to Pioneer's unlimited data plans. Don't let data overages and high cell phone bills be something you stress about this school year. We have a plan for everyone. Let Pioneer handle your worries by stopping at a local office today to learn how you can save. Visit gopioneer.com for details. Some restrictions may apply.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
All right, welcome back. Halftime here in Owasso, Oklahoma, as the Cashion Wildcats on the road taking on the Rejoice Christian Eagles here in Game 1. Wildcats, and if you're not ad nauseum of us saying freshman and sophomore, you're going to, but this young team is down 42-0. Certainly some bright hopes. Wildcats with 7 opportunities in the first half. Had a couple of good drives, actually had their second drive go all the way down inside the 14-yard line, but kind of stalled because of penalties and turnover. The Wildcats with 3 turnovers on the day. Did move the ball here and there, but certainly find themselves down 42-0 on the road. Welcome back, my man. No, we got you good to go. Welcome, man, my man Chris Gibson, and Lessons with Lane 2023. Lane, we've done this for 5 years now.
I know.
Did you know that?
I know. It's been a while.
5.
Been a long time.
Yeah, so,
still loving Cashion football. I don't care if we get beat 600-0.
Yeah,
Cashion's still a great
It might be 600 today, but yes, I'm with you. Absolutely. I got a text, not going to say who from, and it was a text that with an emoji with kind of that shocked look. And, there's some folks who may not have known that, kind of the fact that the Wildcats have 21 sophomores and freshmen, most of them starting and playing significant minutes. I think some folks might be a little surprised in the situation, knowing and having followed the Cashion Wildcats for the last 20 years, multiple state titles, appearances, and championships. Obviously, have done very well. But I did see some positives with this young group, even down 42-0. Lane, what's your assessment? You've seen more Cashion Wildcat football than any of us combined. I sense there's a little bit of pride, but I also sense you can provide an unbiased approach. What was your assessment there?
Well, if we want to get the real story, we need to get DL up here. DL has witnessed more football than I have at Cashion, but we're just young. You can just see a bunch of pups out there running around, and really our line is not bad at all. Our line, our physical line, and our maturity on our line really is going to help us out long term. I like the way we ran the ball. Ethan Washwell ran the ball hard. Our younger kids ran the ball hard. We had some open routes. I'm encouraged by what I've witnessed tonight. You just have some turnovers at inopportune times, but that's what happens when you're super young, and that's what happens when you're playing in a very, very good Rejoice team. So I'm not really. We're going to make the playoffs.
Yep. I love it.
I said, I think it was like the second play of the game or something, or third play. I said, man, that looked like that was a 14-year-old kid going against an 18-year-old kid. And I was like, oh, it probably is.
Right.
But yeah, no, and I like it. You said make the playoffs because you look at our district, and when you get away from Rejoice Christian and Pawhuska
and Woodward,
you're going to have some teams that are going to maybe even be in our same situation in some instances. And I'll take our freshmen and sophomores over most two 1A schools.
And the thing that you didn't want to happen happened on the third or fourth play of the game. We wanted to get out of here with just a few bumps and bruises, and then you have Dagan go down and get hurt like he did, and that's pretty gut-wrenching to see that, because he's a part of that line that's going to help us along further on down the road.
Yeah, I totally agree. Definitely prayers up to Dagan. What probably looks like a lower leg injury, maybe a fracture.
His aunt put on Facebook it was a broken leg. That's what it was. So.
Yeah, so definitely prayers for him. And situation is, you're right. This was a situation. I think if you're realistic against a 2A powerhouse on Rejoice, they have an indoor facility and two field. They have a practice field turf, right? So again, Riches. We talked about this earlier. They had 13 seniors in one form or fashion starting on a team last year. On this team, they have 16 seniors starting on some form of fashion. So, it's a situation where we kind of got an idea that we were in for a buzzsaw. And you're right. Let's find some positives. Let's definitely not have any injuries. If you're Coach Shack in the locker room right now, I mean, what's the message?
You got to keep it positive, because there's inexperience with a lot of these kids, and they're playing new positions, and you don't want to get them down on themselves. You want them to stay positive, and that's what he told the team before the game started. He's like, we're gonna play football. They're better than us. They're more mature than us, and we're just going to see where we're at. We're gonna work on things during the game, and then we're going to look at film and try to get better and try to improve on some things. And I think there's some stuff that they can improve on. But I was pretty encouraged by the way they played.
Well,
I know it's 42-0, but
that second drive, how impressive was that for a bunch of freshmen and sophomores to get out here and going? They converted on 2 4th downs. Kept their composure, got all the way down there. Yeah, it ended very badly with a pick six, but you kind of take that out of the equation, because that's a mistake that's not going to happen when Ethan is a junior and a senior, and but the experience of just learning how to drive down the field is going to be massive. And I'm glad you spoke on what he said to the team before they came out here today, because I was kind of curious what that pre-game speech sounded like.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, we don't have any we don't have any ideas that we're gonna beat this team. We know they're a lot better than us, but we just want to have these small steps of getting better.
Yep.
And if we can keep from getting down on ourselves and getting injuries, which we had that first one, if we can kind of keep that to a minimum, we're going to be okay.
Hey, let me ask you this: if you think back to Afton, Amos. If you think back to Crescent, what was Crescent's quarterback? Their big guy,
Yeah.
Hunter Bowers.
Hunter Bowers. Does Ethan Waswo give you that same vibe?
Yeah, he's got that Jeremy Seaton vibe to him. Big, strong kid that's gonna I wouldn't say lumber. He's just so big that he's just gonna run over people. And he's a sophomore right now. Wait till he gets to be a senior. I mean, he's gonna be trucking some people.
Yeah.
And I was afraid that he wasn't going to be as physical as he was today. He ran the ball physical.
He did. Really 12 rushes, 24 yards, leading rusher for the Wildcats. He had a couple of bad throws, granted, but he stepped into a few and had some good passes to Max Higdon. Max had 3 catches for 50 yards. But what I loved about Waswo, Ethan, as a sophomore, there was times, and you're right, I felt like the line was blocking well, but there was times where that first guy was in the backfield. Ethan wasn't getting dragged down by the first guy.
Right,
it took the third, the fourth guy to bring him down.
Yeah.
So,
I like it. He's going to be a hoss. I mean, he's a solid high school quarterback right now. When he gets to be a junior and senior 2 years down the road, he's going to be a load.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were talking about, and we don't want to pass over the kids right now, right? But obviously, when you think about kids like Waswo and all those young freshmen, like we saw Grayson Davis, we saw Rival Fields, we saw Carlos Martinez.
Timmy Jones, he stepped up big time tonight. He tackled well, and that's the thing that we're going to have to get used to a little bit. We were so extremely deep for 6 or 7 years. Right. We had horses. We had 4 or 5 studs, and we don't have that. We don't have that amount this year. We still have some really, really good kids, and so they're going to have to work through that maturity level of taking their lumps. But I like the way we're playing.
I know it's hard to think about somewhat being optimistic down 42-0, but knowing and understanding the situation, right? And I tell you what, in years past, I would have been extremely upset right now.
Right.
I would have been extremely upset in any situation like this. But I think we all can be realistic around this. Nobody wants to lose. Nobody's expecting to lose, right? But the idea is that we are looking for those mini victories. So again, second half, what's the 2 things you want? What's the one thing on offense and the one thing on defense you want, Lane?
Run the clock.
Well, we may not have a choice. It may be run for us.
Rival Fields, my son is an 8th grader. I can't hardly imagine a year from now my son run the ball as much as these freshmen are.
Right.
These freshmen are thrown right in the fire of having to get blown up by a 18-year-old senior that's 40 pounds heavier than them. And again, I think our line's going to be. I think our line's going to be really what's going to get us through this tough spell when we get into these district stuff.
Yeah, we talked about no injuries. Dagan going down. He was another big part of that line that was experienced. Is going to be able to maybe that was going to be our bread and butter, is just running the clock, running behind the line. We're still good. We still got some experience there on the line, but now you got another freshman having to step up, and Jacob Reese having to jump in there and take his spot on the line.
It's going to be a fun year, and wins or losses, it's still going to be a lot of fun to see how these kids progress. And the high school football field, where I can go to church and I can slap 3 or 4 of them on the back and see them at the quick stop and give them some NIL money, a drink for a Coke to go. So, I mean, it's fun to see these kids in an everyday atmosphere.
I'm glad you feel that way, excited, still excited, because I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
It's 42-0. I'm excited to see what they're going to do in this second half. Maybe you might see them come out here and
I'll take one.
A lot of teams at 42-0 hang their head. These young kids that are freshmen and sophomores, they're excited to get out here and see if we can do any better. And see what we can do to learn to get better. And I'm excited for
every game, every half is an opportunity for these kids to play a game and get better, right? So I mean, their ideas of what's good and what's needed are a little bit different.
I would like to because I'm smarter than the coaches, I'd like to see Martinez run the ball a little bit more, just to see kind of what he is.
Absolutely.
And they see him every day in practice.
Three rushes, 12 yards. He was a little firecracker coming out of the backfield. He came in, did well. Wildcats with 123 yards in the first half to 226 to Rejoice. It doesn't feel that way with the 42.
But that's a little bit misleading because they had that 99
102 yards.
So,
absolutely. Max Higdon, again, the leading receiver, 3 out of 50. Rival Fields, 8 rushes, 12 yards. Again, Martinez, 3 for 12. And then Ethan Wass with a sophomore, 12 for 24. So, again, Lane, thank you so much for your halftime intelligence and wisdom. Appreciate you. We'll get some more stories. We've got 3 home games in a row, so we'll be able
I got all kinds of stories for you.
We'll be comfortable here in a while. All right, so thanks to Lane for coming down. We appreciate him doing that. Lessons with Lane. We'll go to a quick timeout. Be right back right after this.
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
All right, welcome back. Cashion Wildcat TV live from Owasso, Oklahoma, a campus of Rejoice Christian. Eamon Abavi, Chris Gibson bringing you tonight's action, game 1 of the 2023 season. And it's been a tough first half here for the Wildcats, down 42-0. If you didn't catch Lane Broadbent here, lessons at Lane at halftime, it's your bad. But Lane bringing a level of optimism and loved what he provided. I don't think the idea was Wildcats were going to come here and shock the world. Go ahead.
Tell me this.
Please.
So when Nick was a freshman, Chad Tishner texted me and was just kind of give me some perspective on some things. So when Nick was a freshman, how many plays did he play on meaningful downs?
Yeah, he was in a little bit. He played linebacker defense, so he came in a little bit. He was in there, and he was kind of that Caleb Duran kind of sniffer, running back, tight end. But in and out. He was not a critical part of the offense.
Ben Harmon as a freshman.
Yeah, Ben played a little defense, a little safety.
What about Landon Lagasse as a freshman?
I don't think played.
These are all names, if you watch Cashion football, are staple names, all state level players that maybe got on the field a little bit as a freshman.
Yeah.
These kids that are out here freshmen
they weren't playing the role.
They weren't playing this big of a role.
No.
So you got to look at these freshmen out here having to play those kind of roles.
Yeah.
Where you had some of the best players Cashion has ever seen play in different positions, never even touched the field as a freshman.
Right.
So when you have these kids out here and they get the experience, and if they can continue to grow and get better like Nick and Landon and Ben did, you're going to have a team full of really, really great, talented kids that have a ton of experience when they're seniors and juniors and seniors.
And, the beauty of all that is they understand what it takes for winning football, the work ethic. And, I know that those kids are in the weight room. They're doing other things, playing other sports, which is fantastic. So totally agree with you.
And all this is going to do is piss them off. I mean, if you're a competitor, I'm a competitor. Yeah, I'm staying positive, but it pisses me off to get beat. And as a freshman and sophomore, if you're getting hammered like this, do you not think that's going to fuel them to get in the weight room even more throughout the season and during the off season? You're dang right it is. I promise you, because they ain't going to like it getting handed 40, whatever. It's going to be 50-something to 0. Hopefully, let's be optimistic. Maybe it's 42 to 42 by the end of this. But being realistically, they're taking their licks right now, but that's going to fuel their fire to be in that weight room, get better, get bigger, get faster.
All right, kickoff is underway. It's tipped a few times. Eventually, it'll fall in the hands. 25 to Hendricks. He'll cut back inside. Loose ball. Rolls around. We're still on the field.
Did Riker get on that? Nope.
Now it looks like number 8. Give credit to Hensley there for the recovery there. Wildcats had a chance. Had a roll dead right around the 30, 31-yard line. Wildcats had a chance there on the kickoff. It'll be 1st and 10 here as we start the third quarter for the Rejoice Christian Eagles. Wildcats on defense. A lot of the same faces. Tommy Branson, Matthew Stockton. Is that Juan Melendez on the outside? Yep. I can't tell. Inside, we've got a lot of Timmy Jones and Rival Fields, and looks like Caleb Duran, as well as Ethan Waswo is out there at linebacker.
We were talking about we're going to have to learn some of these younger kids' names and numbers. This year we're learning it, but by the time they're seniors, we're going to know these numbers inside and out.
Screen back inside. Outside, Max Higdon with a kind of a tough angle there on that one. Give credit to number 17, Devin Skyastis, with another catch and run.
If you're a Cashion Wildcat fan, you've seen us run that play a lot of times in the last few years.
You're exactly.
You've got those kids that can get out there and block and get a kid out there in space that can make some plays.
You're exactly right. Eventually dragged out of bounds. 44, 1st down and 10, in motion, coming around. Camden Ryan back inside to Reed. He's going to be initially run down there. Good job there by Caleb Duran.
Yeah, Timmy Jones did a good job coming up there that time, turning it back into Caleb. Caleb comes downhill, makes a great tackle there for only
– Wildcats are pretty fortunate to have those 2 juniors there. Not a lot of upperclassmen, but Duran and Timmy Jones roam in the middle there at linebacker. Really active, athletic, hard-hitting linebackers. Back to pass, going deep on the go route, up and in the hands – over the freshman is number 17, Devin Skyastis. It's a tough situation for the 5'5" Grayson Davis. I thought he had a chance as the Rejoice Christian Eagles enjoying that one.
Yeah, that time, I mean, I said it, my keys to the game was be in the right spots. That time he was in a great position there. Skyastis just made a great play going up, catching the ball over the top of Grayson and being able to keep his feet and get into the end zone. But, like I said, I want to see those kids being in the right spots, being able to be in a position to make a play, and Grayson was definitely there.
Yeah, he was.
Just got to make the play, just punch that ball up, do something, anything you can do to not let him go up and catch that ball over the top of you.
Yeah, Skyastis, again, the junior, 6'2" against the 5'5", well, maybe 5'7". We'll give him a little love there in terms of Grayson Davis. I thought to that point, though, I thought he played it well. It wasn't necessarily a well-thrown ball, a jump ball, but certainly in a situation you give Skyastis the opportunity to go up and grab it. In and out of his hands, he grabs it, comes down, able to break the tackle, and it's a 65-yard touchdown pass, or 55-yard touchdown pass there for the Rejoice Christian Eagles. They go up 49-0, and it'll be the Wildcats back out in receiving. So 2-yard or a 2-play drive. A lot of that here for the Eagles tonight. Deep will be Grayson as well as Max Higdon. And give credit to, again, Maverick Price, the senior, with the extra point. We'll be out here for the kickoff. All right, so with 9:50 on the clock, Poultry 2 minutes and 10 seconds at runoff, 15 seconds. Kickoff is there. That one is deep. That one's going to go in the end zone, automatic touchback, about 5 yards deep. So good kickoff there. Wildcats will take over with their first possession of the second half, 8th overall. Again, the Wildcats with 123 yards in the first half to 226 for Rejoice. Rejoice adding another 55 there on that, or actually a little bit more than that, another 75 on that last drive. Ethan Waswo joined by Rival Fields in the backfield. We've got Grayson Davis and Max Higdon here on our side. Double tight end set on the short side of the field. Shotgun handoff to Fields, and we'll have a flag. Either delay of game, has to be from the back judge. Yeah, it has to be delay of game by the back judge.
Yeah, let's go. We talk about painting success and what that looks like for this team, and success for me for this team is making the playoffs, and I think that's a great possibility.
Oh, actually, we got a legal substitution. I apologize. Go ahead.
We'll take it. Success for this team is just being able to look from week to week and seeing positive improvements. yeah, 49-0 isn't what we want to see, but what success looks like for this team full of freshmen and sophomores and only a few upperclassmen, you want to see positive plays. You want to see positive movement towards improvement week after week, play after play, quarter after quarter, and those little victories are what's going to be the success for the Cashion Wildcats this year.
Kane Seeley, who had a kind of a rough start in the beginning, had done well through the majority of the game there in the first half. Tough snap there to Ethan Waswo. That one goes up well over on his left side. Waswo was able to get that one kind of hemmed in, is able to run out to the outside, does lose 3 yards. So that penalty, which made it 1st and 5, now brings it back to 2nd and about 8 here on the 3-yard loss. Fields to the right now of Waswo. Back to pass as Waswo looking to his right, coming back inside. Slugo's taken away. Waswo go ahead and keep it. Breaks 1, 2 tackles, 3, rolls forward. Great job there by Ethan, tucking in instead of forcing the pass. So give credit to the Rejoice Christian defense. They kind of saw that pass before. They sniffed out Higdon coming across the middle there, and Waswo tuck and ran.
Yeah, and that, we talked about it a little bit in that first half of, when he panicked a little bit in that first half, he just chunked it. He threw it up for grabs. That's that positive improvement that I was telling you to see, learn, get better. He learned right there. Let's pull it down and see what we can get on with our legs. Made it to where 3rd down is very manageable.
Very manageable. So 3rd and 3 here, 7:18 on the clock. Hand off to Fields right side, looking to cut up, finds a hole, and he does get across. First down, Cashion. So nice work. 4 plays there, gets the first down right around the 30-yard and a half, 31-yard line. So Fields tucking that, dropping those pads and pulling forward, and great job by the offensive line creating lane there against that 3-4 look by Coach Marley and the Rejoice Christian Eagles.
Yeah, no doubt. That time the line really did a good job of creating a hole, and Rival did a better job that time of really getting the ball going full speed, and when he saw a lane, he took it.
Totally agree.
And picked up the first down.
Yeah, fantastic work there by the freshman. Empty backfield. Back to pass. Waswo looking across the middle, comes back out to the flat. Woof, he had a little bit of a mustard on that one as Timmy Jones was coming out of the tight end slot. I love the look. I love the idea. Clear him out. They were looking for Higdon. We had Timmy Jones in the flat, but that one had a little bit too much gas on that one. So that one will fall incomplete. Again, in the beginning, Waswo in the first half was 5 for 13 for 72 yards passing. Again, Higdon was got 3 of those receptions for 50. We'll go 2 by 2, empty backfield here. Waswo staring at a 2nd and 10 from right around the 31. Motion will come across as Grayson. Little jet sweep to handoff to try to get the outside. Breaks 1 tackle, breaks 2. Doesn't get past the 3rd defender. Give credit to number 1, Jace Jenkins, the senior, coming in and getting the freshman at the thighs. And that'll be a gain of about 2 or 3, but give credit to there. Nice showing of speed there by Grayson, getting to the outside.
He's one of those freshmen that's going to be a speedster whenever he gets a little bit more physicality to him. That's going to be he's going to be a great little running back.
Absolutely agree. And I just love his competitiveness as well. Kid plays baseball, basketball year round.
He's got a motor that does not stop.
He does. Great athlete. All right, so 3rd and long here for the Wildcats. Waswo back to pass, looking to his right. We'll have a false start, looks like. We sure do. Another tough penalty for the Wildcats. Referees throwing the hankies. The Wildcats typically do get penalized pretty heavily in terms of in prior years. In prior years, they were able to make up for it. This year, you got to play clean with where we're at. And so that'll be what was 3rd and 8. That'll be about 3rd and 13 now.
Yeah, and that's another thing as this young Wildcat team is out there, learn from these mistakes, getting penalties too. By the time you're a senior, you should kind of have all of that ironed out. And because, it's tough when you're out there playing at a higher level than you're used to, and you're going to have some mistakes like that happen.
Out route goes to, looks like Grayson Davis. So Davis with the catch, a reception, his first of the night. That one will go for about 3 yards. And it'll bring up 4th down and 10. Most likely go for it scenario here for Coach Shack and the Wildcats. Let's see what they'll draw. Looks like Kellen Smith will check out. Coming back in will be the tight ends. We've got number 23 checking in for the Wildcats. Who's that?
He's going to punt it.
Oh, he is going to punt it. Okay, so number 27, I apologize. That was Slade Williams. A big old shout out to another freshman out there for the Wildcats. So deep for the Christian Eagles in punt return. I believe that's going to be Cade Marley, who had that punt return all the way down to the 8 on that first punt. This one was going to be a nice end over end. Good range there. That will go in the hands of Josh Hendricks. He'll go right side, break one tackle, try to cut back outside, and he'll be stopped right around the 42.5-yard line. Timmy Jones, Max Higdon, and the Wildcats will keep the Rejoice Christian Eagles on that side of the field.
And you can tell, Timmy Jones, I mean, he's played a heck of a game so far tonight, and he's one of those, I mean, you can just tell he's a junior, right? He's a little bit older, a little bit faster, knows the speed of the game a little bit better, comes down, makes better hits, makes better tackles, makes better angles. But he played a lot last year. Experience does matter.
It does.
And it's going to be one of those things. But as the season goes on, all these other kids are going to kind of start catching up, and you're going to start seeing kids fly to the ball, make better angles, make better tackles.
All right, so Coach Marley decides to keep his starters in. Handoff outside. Little sweep play, no hold call. Yes, it will be called. Max Higdon on the edge will get the push out of bounds as number 1. That's Jace Jenkins is pushed out of bounds, but this one will come back. Easy call there. And again, rotation of freshmen at corners as Kellen Smith comes in on one side and Hank Brown on the other. Wildcats are able to get the hold call. I'm not sure if that was Caleb Duran or Ethan Waspo that got the call against him on the edge, but good pursuit by the Wildcats. Again, Coach Marley putting the gas down on the pedal. Trying to get to at least 56 here tonight in the third quarter. Wildcats will march them back. Let's see if they can stem back. And I'd love to see a turnover here, maybe a little tip ball, an opportunity. Hank Brown, again, freshman, matched up down here against number 17, Devin Skyastis, who's had a great day, as well as Josh Hendricks on the opposite side, who has number 13. I believe that's Riker Johnson matched up on him at corner, so another freshman checking in at corner. We have a lot of freshmen, and they're getting used. Handoff comes inside, backside, coming from behind, number 54.
That's Juan Melendez.
That's Juan Melendez with a tackle. We do have a change in the lineup as it looks like even though Jace Jenkins is not the starting running back, he's in there. He's replaced Drevin Reed, and coming in at quarterback is number 4, Camden Ryan for the Rejoice Christian Eagles.
Yeah, it wasn't Drevin.
Huh? What? No, I know. He's replaced.
Yeah.
So back to pass. Oh, looks like a double move outside. Great pressure there. Give credit to number 12. That's Aiden Rorden on the pressure on Camden Ryan, the senior quarterback coming in. We do have a penalty. Not sure if we'll have a hold on the opposite side. We'll legal man downfield. So good call there by the officials. These guys have been spot on today.
Yep.
They don't look like a first game of the season kind of crew right here. We've had our fair share of some sub-average officiating when it comes to private schools. We give credit to Coach Marley hiring a good crew here today. They've done a good job.
Crew. Yep. The defense right here, they've been in the right spots, doing the right things. You see, I talked a little bit about Riker Johnson earlier. Didn't see much in the first half. He's out there now. Keep an eye on that kid. I'm telling you, he's going to be a difference maker as he gets bigger, stronger, gets more healthy. Like I said, he had that ACL tear last year, and he's coming back strong. We'll see what he has to bring to the table.
Handoff inside. Met in the hole. Nice job there. 63, Caden Seeley. Hello. Coming in. Night Train coming through with a big stop against that is the senior Jace Jenkins. Met in the hole. That'll be a no gain there. So nice work there by the Cashion young guys, the young guns coming in as Travis Lovehals. He'll check out Matthew Stockton. So
Jace Jenkins, he's not the Thunder of the Thunder and Lightning. He's the Lightning.
He's the Lightning. He's the quick. Drevin Reed.
He's in the middle there, and Caden Seeley made him in the hole and was able to bring him down.
Absolutely love it. So again, a little mix here with positions. A lot of starters still out there for Rejoice Christian, just in new spots. Wildcats staying in that 3-4 look here. Base look, deep, Max Higdon, deep in the middle, 3rd and long, rolling out. Camden Ryan hits his tight end across the middle. Hank Brown with the initial loose ball. It's on the ground. It's picked up, and it'll be a negative play, but the Wildcats will definitely get the stop. So on the catch, that was number 87. That was Caleb Marley coming through with the catch. We'll have a penalty, and that's unfortunate. That's a little extracurricular activity. Is that going to go against Caden Seeley after the play? As Coach,
he's pleading his case, so I'm guessing it's probably against him.
That's unfortunate there against Sealy. Has been playing well here in this series on defense. Hasn't had
goes against both. I mean, it goes both ways. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to where that happened.
After the play, so we had the fumble, so that will go backwards on the possession. But it looks like we have unsportsmanlike, and that will certainly go against Cashion. Nothing against Rejoice. So it'll be a mark-off. And now the rules have changed, right? So the rules have changed. This would have been a situation where if it was less than 15, it still would have been 4th down if they accepted the penalty. And so in this case, it might be an automatic base. No, let's see if they stay. I can't remember the new rules. I can't remember it. So it will stay 4th down.
Yeah, he put up 4th down.
Yep.
But I was thinking if it was unsportsmanlike, it was.
No, it still has to. You still have to make up that 15 yards. So from the spot. So about 4th and 3, handoff inside. It's going to be right side. Looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. And it'll be close. Loose ball. It'll be enough as the senior Jace Jenkins here gets the carry. It'll be 1st down into Cashion territory, and that's again 1 foot, positives, and then you got one big issue.
Yeah, keeping them held back, held in check.
Yep.
And then just have a big penalty that really is costly, gives them a chance to have a really good chance to pick up a 1st down, and they do. So.
All right, so checking in is Drevin Reed, the senior, comes back in, up 49-0, right at the end of the 3rd quarter, gets a big run showing that speed, getting to the outside. I've always been impressed with Drevin. I haven't seen him in the kickoff return game, but that was where he shined last year. Yeah. And so certainly he checks back in here as Coach Marley looks to keep a lot of his starters in. He has Camden Ryan back at quarterback. Give credit to Cale Marley, had a good day. Wildcats trying to hold here with 20 seconds here left in the 3rd quarter. In motion coming across is Reed. He'll set back up. It'll give back to him. Cut back inside. Breaks 1 tackle. Is able to get through a couple more. Give credit to Ethan Waswo as well as looks like, goodness gracious, a lot of extracurricular activity. Number 12, that is Aiden Rorden on the cleanup. Ethan Waswo.
That's why we probably shouldn't have had Ethan in right now. Why didn't we have him in the first of the game?
It looks like he's cramping. He's cramping.
It looked like he was grabbing more towards his ankle, but maybe he was saying pull my foot up.
Yeah, that's let's see what happens here as a little timeout for heat. And so with that, that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter, where your Cashion Wildcats find themselves down 7 touchdowns, 49-0. And certainly a situation here where, again, only allowing 1 score, I guess, with Rejoice Christian keeping all their starters in. I guess that's a mini victory in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have Marley back there kind of leading the way, but you still have seniors and juniors out there going in a lot of their positions. So.
I haven't seen any JV guys out there. I've seen starters out there, but that's okay. Yeah. Coach Marley, we said it earlier, Coach Marley, first game, he's got to do what he's got to do. And we've seen this on Coach Shack's side as well. I am a little surprised. You're not going to get much out of this. Throwing fade routes. I don't know what you're going to get out of it. Going back to the run look, giving guys like Jace Jenkins a chance to kind of carry and tote the rock. Right. Yeah. I think are good things. But at this point, I think you're just flirting with fire. Looking to get a situation where someone gets hurt. But as Ethan Waswo kind of still works off that cramp. Oh, he can't.
Yeah, he's still
get that kid some mustard and pickle juice. But it's a tough day. Ethan's worked his tail off at quarterback, and we'll see what happens if he can get that one loose. Wildcats will go back at defense as we start the 4th quarter. 4th quarter action. Let's see if Wildcats can bend but don't break here.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you got to work through these situations. I mean, our starters are going to stay in there because you got to stay. You got to keep getting better. Keep getting experience, especially at a young team like this. You're going to see your starters out there, and you just want to see them continue to fight, keep your head up, continue to be in the right spots to make plays.
Absolutely. Camden Ryan back in shotgun. Drevin Reed in motion coming across. He'll go ahead and keep it in the backfield with the tackle, shooting through. Is that 87 Travis Lovehalsel? Yeah, I think it is. So nice work there by Travis coming through on the tackle off that right DN spot. It sure was number 84. So nice work by Travis. Appreciate him. A little Mundell Farms product. I could still call out Mundell Farms now, even though I'm a townie now.
You are a townie.
I'm a townie. We're neighbor, baby. Neighbors.
About.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. 2nd and 10 here, 11:22 running clock, inside give, nowhere to go. Great job by the Wildcats working against a little bit of a younger Rejoice Christian line. So you can see what our younger guys are doing here against their guys. And nice work there. Short run there by Drevin Reed. Actually a loss of 1. So things slowing down here for the Rejoice Christian Eagles here in the 4th quarter with 11 minutes left. So nice bow back here by the Wildcats. As again, a lot of inexperience out there on defense. Let's see what happens here as Wildcats will set to definitely in 4-down territory. Rolling back out, Camden Ryan. He's flushed out. He's going to flip it out. Incomplete, looking for number 10. That was Blake Witten on the hit. Number 4. Love seeing that. Hank Brown. I know Seth and Sam and Max feeling proud about the younger Brown. So love seeing that. He's getting a little bit of encouragement. That'll bring up 4th down. It looks like they're going to kick a field goal here. So I like seeing this in this situation. If you're saying, hey, that's really rude, it's not. I think you want to. If you have a chance to kick a 47-yarder, I say you go for it.
Hey, with the leg I've seen on this kid,
heck yeah,
it's definitely a good call here, and especially
just prepping for the season.
I mean, you're going to have chances where this could win you a ball game.
Heck yeah, it's got distance. Is it there? It is. Yeah. Fantastic kick there by Maverick Price. And so that one goes up through. Wildcats do give up the 3, but bend but don't break. We'll take that as a mini victory as the Wildcats are able to take that on and hold them to 3. So at the clock running here with 10:02 here in the 4th quarter. Lead extends to 52-0 here for Rejoice over the Wildcats. Wildcats will receive. And with Ethan getting that little cramp situation, not sure if we'll see him back out there or not. Not sure who the Wildcats, what freshman we can throw out there.
Well, Riker Johnson was the one taking the extra snaps in pregame, throwing the ball some.
Okay.
And so
I don't
know if they'll put
that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. Do you see anybody throwing the ball out there right now?
I do not.
Okay.
I have a feeling we'll be running the ball.
Well, it is a running clock, kind of a mercy situation. The Wildcats have been on the other side of this situation too many times that I can remember. Wildcats, certainly humble today. Running clock, 9:13. I think it's the right move. It's always the right move, certainly from a standpoint. Game 1, everyone's able to get a good view, good look at a lot of their players. Let's make sure and get out of here without any more injuries. And with it, it's hot. It hasn't been terrible. There's a little bit of breeze out there, but we're sitting in the air conditioning.
Freezing while ago. What are you talking about?
Oh, I love it. All right, deep is Grayson Fields along with or Grayson Davis. I apologize, with Max Higdon. That one is going to go to the end zone, so that one will be kicked out. Wildcats will reset. All right, so appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV as your Class A Cashion Wildcats taking on the 2A Rejoice Christian Eagles. Wildcats down 52-0. I thought I updated that scoreboard. Let's see if it's happened or not. It has not happened, so we'll see what happens. We've got nobody. I missed some of our previous folks that used to keep up the Squirtle live scoreboard.
Well, then maybe they don't know. Maybe we need to let them know.
Hey, get on Squirtle. Get on the Squirtle app. Update the scores. You can help us out here. It looks like we do have a new quarterback. Is that your man? Is that Riker?
Yep.
Riker with the snap. We'll hand off to my man Rival Fields. We saw that a lot in junior high ball just last year. These two boys were playing against 8th graders, and now they're out here. 7th graders. They're out here playing.
They had Maddox blocking for them last
year. Yep. So nice work there, nice push. We still we do have some replacements on the line. We'll try to get those guys. There's those guys recognized here.
Coach Marley is kind of, went along, put the JV group out there and get them a little playing time.
Yeah, absolutely. Bryson Beitler's checked in, so I like seeing Bryson out there at wide receiver. Riker with a handoff this time to number
Royden?
12. Yes, and that's a no-go for my man Aiden Royden. Looks like he may have lost a couple there. That'll bring up 3rd down and long. So with 7 minutes running clock, Wildcats will set back up. A little on and off, guys. Oh, a little change of equipment. I was wondering what was going on there with our man Aiden Bowen. So Riker Johnson will come back. So sophomore Ethan Waswo is done for the night. In comes the freshman. Little extra duty here. Little high snap handoff. Looks like he looked left side. Royden breaks one tackle, drags a Eagles tackler a couple yards. It'll bring up 4th down and about 7.
And E-Rob's over there calling the plays. So he had Riker for a half last year, and he was the best offensive coordinator ever for that first quarter. Because I think it was up like what was that first quarter score last year in that OC game? Yeah, 28-0 in like first 4 minutes.
All right, so 4th and about 7, 6 or 7. Tough snap there. Back to pass is Riker. He's going to try to get the outside. Falls forward, gets about a half a yard. So, a little high snap that's tough, but works to his left, and that'll be a turnover of downs. And so that'll be Rejoice Christian with the ball. 5:52 here. I got to believe Coach Marley will probably be handing off a little off tackle left and right side. We'll see what happens here as looks like they will have the younger guys. And when you have a team full of, 16 seniors and about 112 juniors that all start and play, if you're a freshman and sophomore, you got to be dying to get in there if you're a Rejoice Christian Eagle.
Take advantage of the 5-minute running clock that you're going to get in.
Yeah, so, the outlook, well, I still see a couple seniors out there. Camden Ryan is still out there for Coach Marley, kind of manning the middle to kind of help these guys out, but a ton of young guys. Looks like he'll be running at quarterback. I guess they don't have a freshman or sophomore quarterback here on the team. And so we'll have kind of a mixed bag of kids running in and out. Love seeing, this is the best part of high school football, right? If you think about it, most of these kids, only 1% go on to play college football. Here's an opportunity to make mom and dad proud, get on the field, get a little grass. Inside give goes into number 13. We'll look right over here. I don't have that right here, so I can't read it. But Parker Bushin, and so with that, that will be a carry of about 2 or 3 yards. Wildcats will move their guys in and out. Running clock gets around 4:51. Let's see if the Wildcat defense can hold a little bit here.
I've seen Jacob LeBlue, number 50.
Okay.
Jumped on the tackle, another freshman.
I love seeing that. Oh, a little keep there by the senior, Camden Ryan, a little dippy dude, a little hold call. They're going to call it? They will. Easy call for us to see as all the way from over here with Riker Johnson getting ripped down. People say, hey, Nima, you're 50. How's your vision? I say, it's crappy, but I can tell you I am farsighted. I can definitely call them like the best of them from even up here in this press box.
We can see things way better than the officials up here.
Absolutely. By the way, fantastic facility here at Rejoice. It's amazing. Got the Gibbs Field House and practice facility, indoor facility. And these are the investments that, this community, this group of the church and this group have come together. And this is the stuff that helps, a program grow. And it also attracts kids to come play for you as well. Why wouldn't you want to play at a fantastic facility? And we've been taken care of today. So big shout out to the Rejoice Christian folks. Gotten some cold water taken care of us. We got air conditioning in the press box. Certainly appreciate that. So a big shout out to their administration. 4:30 on the clock with the mark off on the holding, 2nd and double sticks. Camden Ryan, the senior, handing off inside. Big hole, big lane. Give credit to number 13. He's almost going to get all the way back. Get all the way to looks like all the way to the 15-yard line. So nice run there by the Rejoice Christian Reserve and making the most of his opportunity. All right, running clock, 4:07. Looks like it will be 4th. Is it going to be 4th down or 3rd down? It's going to be 3rd short here for the Christian Eagles. Coach Marley actually using a little bit of the play clock, which I think is appropriate at this time. Probably should have used a little bit more play clock earlier in this drive.
What's funny is I'm looking out there and I see, maybe what you would call JV squad for us, but that's all freshmen and sophomores.
Right. They're out there playing anyway. That's right. Toting the rock, fumble the ball. Looks like it will be down on the ground. The line judge says down, and so
I saw it. See, that's where my vision is way better than there. I saw it come out.
I saw it come out too. We can do instant replay. We have instant replay available, but so it'll be down. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Let's see if the Wildcat defense can bow up here and maybe try to get a strip, get a hold here. Camden Ryan, the senior wide receiver, in at quarterback here for Coach Marley. See if he calls his own number. I doubt it. They'll go and hand that off, and it'll be up in the middle, touchdown. So with 2:45, the Wildcats surrender another score. 58-0.
And I don't know where, I think, Rejoice, what round did the playoff go against last year? We got beat the first round by Beggs. And they Martell, and they got beat the second round.
On for the extra point.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, last year Rejoice had a really, really good squad, but got beat the first round by Beggs, which had a good squad, but they wound up getting beat the next round too. So, but this Rejoice is one of those teams that's just they're always competitive. Even the year that I think we've come up here in 2020 and had a state championship run that year, we kind of rolled them, but that doesn't happen up here. And you see why. You got great facilities, great coaches.
Well, if you want to think about the hotbed of high school football in the state of Oklahoma, you're literally staring at it. You're in the middle of some of the best talent. And with Owasso, 6A, top 6A1, got a ton of talent in this area, in this town, got a great high school in the Rams. Again, this whole area is just fantastic. Alex was born in Tulsa. We lived up in this area. Even back in 2001, I could turn on Cox Cable, and I could watch fourth and fifth graders playing football on Cox Cable. So when you think about football, people can point to Jinx and Union, Broken Arrow, Owasso, and Bixby, of course, what they've been doing has been ridiculous over the last 5 or 6 years. It's just a great, there's a lot of passion and energy and resources put into it. You can see it here in Rejoice. They just happen to be in a great spot. I mean, if you can't go to Owasso, you don't want to, if you live in North Tulsa, what a great place to come and play football. You got great coaches, great resources, and certainly, to your point, it's why it's kind of kept it going here in the north side or northeast side of the state. Wildcats in kickoff coverage again. We've got, I don't think we have Max Higdon back there. I think we do have Grayson Davis. Let's see who else we got.
I think that's Hank.
Is that Hank? Hank Brown? Hank Brown will let that one go over his head. Deep ball. Again, fantastic kicker. Number 65 coming in to kick for Rejoice. So, again, looks like they probably have a pretty good soccer team here, too. Wildcats will take over at the 20-yard line, and it looks like we got about 37 seconds left. So, this may be it here as the clock runs, and looks like Coach Shack is actually going to run and try to get one play, which surprises me. Let's see what happens here. I'm surprised we haven't hit the 50-yard line mark. Yeah, that's it. They're going to go ahead and call it. So with that, we got a final. Wildcats fall to 0-1 early in the season, 2023 season. They lose 59-0 to the 2A Rejoice Christian Eagles. Wildcats will lick the wounds and head back down the turnpike. It doesn't get easier for the Wildcats as they take on 2A powerhouse Pawhuska at home next week. It's kind of a gauntlet, but if you can get out unscathed, you hope it'll help the Wildcats maybe continue to grow as a young team. Chris, as the Wildcats again fall 0-1 on the season, any thoughts? What are your thoughts here as the Wildcats head back to the bus?
My thoughts are, look across the state at any other Class A team. Are they playing the caliber?
There's no Class A team that's playing Rejoice Christian. You're exactly right.
And especially if the coaches know, hey, we're freshmen and sophomores this year. Maybe let's schedule down. You know what Shaq does? Let's throw these kids to the fire. Let's see what they can do. Let's make them get better because we don't play to make it to the playoffs. We don't play to get to the second round. We play for championships.
That's right.
And Coach Shackelford saying, let's play a team that's going to make us better. And we sure as heck came up here and did that tonight. And these freshmen and sophomores, like I said earlier, it's going to make them mad, and it's going to fuel a fire that it's going to make them want to get in the weight room. They're going to remember 59-0. I promise you, as their first high school varsity game, they're going to remember 59-0, and they're going to say, I don't want that to happen again. If you're a competitor and you want to get better and you have the heart of a champion, you're going to use that 59-0 and not get down on yourself, but to fuel a fire, fuel your competitive spirit, get in the weight room, get better, and not let that happen again.
Totally agree with you, Chris, and I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Wildcats were down 42-0 at half. They give up, in essence, 17 meaningless points here, a running clock in the second half. Wildcats showed some signs. Again, big credit to, we want to give thanks to the Rejoice Christian administration, Coach Marley and the group here, giving us a place. Big shout out to my man, Jackson Drake, on his first game day. Knuckle bump, Bubba. Good job on his production. I thought he did a great job. He's going to be running the show for us. He's going to be taking care of the equipment, setting us up. So big shout out to Jackson, as well as, of course, Gage Beddick, our senior cameraman, and our 8th grader Supreme cameraman up top on the roof here, Maddox Gibson. Big shout out and thanks to them. Big thanks to Hardaway, Coach Hardaway and Coach Shack for making this. And we appreciate you guys joining us here tonight as the Wildcats fall to 0-1. The future looks good. I do, and it's hard to believe. Are we actually saying that?
You're gonna have people look at just Squirtle in the morning and say 59-0, and they're gonna go, "Gosh, it got to be 59-0," and then we got to be 59-0. But that was a bunch of freshmen, sophomores going against the Rejoice Christian
all
team.
Seniors, all seniors and a few juniors. Yeah, absolutely.
And if that didn't happen, then you better be really scared if that wasn't the case.
Exactly.
So,
all right.
The future's bright for the Cashion Wildcats, and it may be tough sledding, but this season's only going to get better. Yep. And I'm excited to see where we go from here.
All right, so we appreciate you guys joining us here again. We'll be back next Friday night at home against Pawhuska. The Huskies travel back down from Osage County to visit the Cashion Wildcats. We'll have you covered on Facebook, Instagram, everything else under the sun. We appreciate you guys joining us here tonight. Wildcats fall, but we'll be back. Go Cats, God bless.
Looking for a solution to your water well problem or just needing a new well drilled? Western Drilling does water well drilling and repair. They are experts in pumping system installation, troubleshooting, and repair. Western Drilling works with domestic, ag, and irrigation wells. Give them a call today and explore all the solutions. Western Drilling supports Cashion High School. Go Wildcats!